Hey, thank you, Don, and a good evening to you from Bedford. Trevor Mader here with you on Cam AFM 99.1 Cam A Sports YouTube channel. We've got a Pride of Iowa Conference doubleheader on the docket here tonight. It is two Taylor County foes ready to go at it. It is Bedford, it is Lenox, it is a pair of teams that are 2-0 on the year as well as we get ready to start this girls game. Now Bedford, they got here 2-0 with victories over Essex and Murray this week. Meanwhile, Lenox, they were dominant over Orion Maxburg, and then also they opened the season with a win over Clarinda last week. Both these teams would love to kick off Proud of Iowa Conference action with victories here tonight. We take a look at the starters as they're doing on the floor right now as well. And for Lenox, 2-0 on the year under the tutelage of Jesse Cox. They've got Cadence Douglas, Brooklyn Eklund, Zoe Reed, Janessa Cox, and Cambry Michelle. Meanwhile, Bedford 2-0 under head coach Kenny Weed. They've got Abby Dukes, Danielle Rogers, Kelly Weed, Destry Basinger, and Vanessa Hill out there. One thing to keep an eye on for Bedford tonight, Emily Baker has been a key contributor for the Bulldogs for the last couple of years. Not suiting up tonight. She is out. So they're going to roll with a little bit different lineup of Dukes, Rogers, Weed, Basinger, and Vanessa Hill. As I mentioned, this game also on the KMA Sports YouTube channel here tonight. We've rolled out the video streams this season, and we're hopeful that you are able to join us throughout many of those. We've also got Sydney Stanton on KMA 960 and on the KMA Sports YouTube channel later on tonight with my man Ethan Hewitt. As I mentioned, these are two teams very familiar with one another, separated by a mere 23 miles. They play in pretty much every sport. They even share a sport in wrestling this time of year. So two teams that would love to get the one up on each other, especially when you start Proud of Iowa Conference play. And Lenox, last year they had that phenomenal senior class led by the likes of Cassidy Nelson and TJ Stokes. They were on that cusp of a state tournament before falling to Exira Elkhorn Kimballton in a regional final last year. Meanwhile, Bedford, they've been kind of a young team, but they've got some pieces that have played nice. And talking to Coach Kenny Weed earlier on tonight, when I asked him about the two wins they've had already this year, he said, they weren't the prettiest of wins, but we found a way to win even when we're not playing our best, which is the type of thing you want to see from a young team as they try to figure themselves out early on in the season. It's almost go time here in Bedford. It's Lenox, it's Bedford, it's Proud of Iowa Conference basketball action. Lineups concluding, anthem on the way. We'll have first tip here in a moment on Cam AFM 99.1. Clarinda, Shenandoah, don't go anywhere.
The ARC Group, we take a disciplined approach to marketing. We understand that education and experience must be at the forefront of your decision-making process, and we also understand that all farms manage risk differently. This is Tim again with the ARC Group. I would like to meet with you, learn about your operation, understand your short and long-term goals, and then together we form a plan to maximize profitability on your farm. Call me at 712-370-3497 or visit us at agrisconsulting.net.
Seeing is believing. That's what you'll hear from customers that choose Barrett Auto Center of Glenwood time and time again. Barrett customers come in for vehicles and service work, but they come back for conversation and honest advice. They want one of the largest pre-owned and fully serviced inventories in KMA land, and they return when they've gone elsewhere and it just isn't the same. See and believe for yourself how little differences add up to a better car buying experience. Come back to Barrett's and Barrett'sAutoCenter.com. Bedford Drug offers more than just your prescriptions. They are now providing immunizations, including flu, pneumonia, and shingles vaccinations. Plus, they offer prescription synchronization for your convenience. Stop in and visit with pharmacist Mike Schweitzer for more information. See their expanded gift selection, too. Convenience, competitive prices, and people willing to help. Just a few reasons that Bedford Drug is the pharmacy with more for you. Get professional and experienced advice on the spot. Bedford Drug on Main Street in Bedford.
It's almost go time here in Bedford. Trevor Mader here with you, Cam AFM 99.1. Clarinda, Shenandoah, Proud of Iowa Conference action. Bedford, the home team tonight. They're going to wear the white jerseys with the blue numbers. Meanwhile, Lenox, the road team, they've got the black jerseys with the yellow trim and the yellow numbers. And we get ready to get things going here. 2 minutes after 6 o'clock. Kelly Weed jumping for Bedford. Cadence Douglas for Lenox. And the tip controlled by Lenox. They'll bring it up with Zoe Reed. Standout freshman for the Tigers. Goes left side. Janessa Cox launches an early three that is off the mark and rebounded for Bedford by Danielle Rogers. They'll bring it across now with Vanessa Hill, who's into the lineup tonight. Hill going right to left. That dribbles herself into a little bit of a corner, being guarded by Cox. Kicks it out left side, Abby Dukes. They'll go high post, Destry Basinger. She kicks it back to Dukes. Dukes makes a pass inside. There's a long two. Danielle Rogers, no good. Rebound into the hands of Cambry Michelle. She has a lot of those on the year. Or had a lot of those last year, I should say. Lenox will run quickly. Cox, long two, no good. Rebound into the hands of Dukes. Bedford will slow it down a little bit, bring it up and across with Vanessa Hill. Hill, kind of some confusion there. She threaded the needle between Dukes and Rogers. Neither one of them were anticipating it. And it's a turnover for Bedford. So we played 49 seconds. Lenox had a couple of looks unsuccessful. Bedford's had one come up empty as well. We'll go down low. Cox into a double team. Kicks it back out. Cadence Douglas swinging around the perimeter. Brooklyn Eklund goes right to left. And I'll bounce pass to Douglas. Douglas back out top. Cox. She's not afraid to shoot early on. That time it misses everything, and it'll go out of bounds. So 3 shots from Janessa Cox. 3 of them come up empty. But she's got the green light early on for the Tigers. Bedford will inbound it. Lenox will put on some pressure. Bedford tries to break it, and they get it across. They go down low. Destry Basinger tries to dribble out of trouble. Kicks it out to Danielle Rogers. Will make the pass back out top. Vanessa Hill back down low. Basinger guarded nicely by Michelle. Distorts that shot and gets the rebound, and he'll bring it back up and across with Janessa Cox. Will Lenox. 90 seconds in, no score. Cox goes right side. Michelle, one dribble and then a bounce pass out top. Cadence Douglas. They'll swing it around Zoe Reed to Brooklyn Eklund. Down low, Janessa Cox on a cut. Eklund into a double team. She's fouled. That's going to be on Vanessa Hill. It'll be her first for Bedford. And they're going to say it was in the act of shooting. So put Brooklyn Eklund at the free throw line, trying to get somebody on the board first, and she does there. Makes it 1-0 in favor of Lenox, and now they'll make a substitution. Sadie Cox comes in, another standout freshman for the Tigers. Janessa Cox looks to be the one that came out. That free throw attempt no good from Lenox, and they'll bring it up and across will Bedford. Right side, here's a long two. Danielle Rogers, no good. Rebounded by Cadence Douglas. And then it's stolen away by Bedford. And coming up with a steal there was Abby Dukes. So 1-0 Lenox here early on. Down low, Weed can't finish the shot, and it's rebounded for Lenox by Sadie Cox. And an overthrow out of bounds. They were trying to go down low to Zoe Reed, and Lenox coughs it up. And Coach Jesse Cox not afraid to make frequent substitutions throughout the night. Will do so here. Looks like Douglas and Eklund will come out. Marcy Bailey among those that come in. Lenox again puts on that pressure. Basinger gets across, being guarded by Michelle down low. Kick it out, Hill, jumper, free throw line. That shot was deflected. And coming up with the rebound was Sadie Cox, rather, for Lenox. Now here's a three. Marcy Bailey, no good. Into the hands of Michelle. Lots of contact. They let him play through. And coming up with that one is Danielle Rogers for Bedford. Then she lobs it down in the paint. It's swatted out of bounds by Sadie Cox. It'll stay with Bedford. 5:15 left here in the first quarter. 1-0 in favor of Lenox. I did a game here a couple of years ago with both of these teams. It was very low scoring. I have to go back and look, but I think it was 33-25. My memory serves me correct. Basinger down low, gets picked up by Michelle. Kicks it out left side. Dukes might have got away with the travel. Bounce pass in the lane. Basinger gets bumped. And that'll be a whistle. And that's going to be called on Cambry Michelle. And watching Michelle throughout her career, she has had some tendencies to get in foul trouble from time to time. She'll come out of the game for Lenox. Cambry Michelle comes out, and on the inbound, Bedford tries to set some up outside. That set up a backdoor pass to Danielle Rogers. Nothing there. She throws it over to Dukes on the left side. Dukes will bring it back out of trouble and try to reset. Bounce pass to Weed. Put it on the floor, and she traveled. She was guarded nicely on that by Marcy Bailey that creates that turnover. Cadence Douglas came back in for Lenox, as did Janessa Cox. 4:44 left in the first, 1-zip. Cox with an out top, being guarded by Dukes. Will dribble in, kicks it over to Douglas. It was then off the foot of Reed and stolen away for Bedford by Abby Dukes. They'll bring it across with Basinger, who gets it to Hill. Hill to a long two. Rogers, it was deflected and rebounded by Cadence Douglas. And here comes Lenox the other way. Stop and pop. Bailey is good. Marcy Bailey from downtown makes it 4-zip in favor of the Tigers with 4:11 left here in the first quarter. Hill dribbles a baseline, just underhand, scoops one. It's no good, and rebounded for Lenox, and they're going to run it across with Sadie Cox. Cox goes length the floor, bounce pass underneath, and left short by Zoe Reed. Rebounded for Bedford. Coming up with that one looked to be Abby Dukes. And the Bulldogs held scoreless so far the first 4 minutes. Will launch a long two that is off the backboard, no good from Abby Dukes into the hands of Sadie Cox. And here comes Lenox the other way. Cox up the floor quickly. Might have got away with a carry. Goes down low, and Cadence Douglas lays it in on the bucket. And Coach Kenny Weed wants to call a timeout. His team an early 6-0 hole. We'll take it with them. 3:35 left here in the first. KMAFM 99.1 Clarita, Shenandoah.
For over 25 years, Chat Mobility has provided you the latest technology, competitive prices, and a nationwide high-speed network. Though important, we're a whole lot more. We serve your hometown communities, sponsor your local chambers and events. It's our goal to work hard while giving back to those who graciously support us. At Chat Mobility, our interests are much deeper than providing great service. We're just committed to serving you. To learn more, see us at chatmobility.com today.
Well, the first 6 points of this game have gone to Lenox. They lead Bedford right now. We've got 3:35 left here in the first quarter. Trevor Mader with you in KMAFM 99.1. And Lenox, press coming out of the inbound. Something Bedford's no stranger to over the years. Here's a three ball that is good. And one from Vanessa Hill. We'll see if they roll it a 2 or a 3. They put it up as a 3 on the scoreboard. The defender got over late, got contact. So it's a foul and a chance for the rare 4-point play with Vanessa Hill at the charity stripe. Don't see many of those. They're going to call that on Janessa Cox. It's her first. And Hill cannot convert. Rebound, though, on the floor. Dukes is fighting for it. Jump ball, possession arrow. Looks to favor Bedford. So they might actually be able to turn this into a 5 or 6 point play. I mean, obviously you're not, and they're going to actually say it was a 2. They had originally called it a 3, and they're going to say it was a 2. Now here's a long 2 that is good from Abby Dukes. Not much question about whether that one was a 2 or a 3. And it's now 6-4 in favor of Lenox. They move quickly down low. Douglas kicks it out to Zoe Reed. Lenox will pull it back out of trouble and try to reset. Cox tight to the baseline, had to pick up her dribble, kicks it back out to Brooklyn Eklund, who's back into the game. They're trying to find an opening in that zone defense that Bedford is applying right now, and haven't found one yet. Cox gets it swatted away. Abby Dukes can't quite stay on the floor, though. They go out of bounds, stay with Lenox. 2:44 left here in the first quarter. Lenox will bring Cambry Michelle in. They're going to bring Cadence Douglas out. Janessa Cox also checks out. Meanwhile, Bedford's got some new faces in there as well. Looks like Bridget Murphy among those in there. Also out there for Lenox is number 15, that being Izzy Curtis. They'll go down low, lots of contact, loose ball on the floor. And Cox came up with it and it goes out of bounds. There'll be a turnover back to Bedford. Kind of a clunky start to this one. Lenox holding on to a 6-4 lead, though, right now with 2.5 left here in the first. Cadence Perkins will bring it up court for the Bulldogs. That pass deflected. They get over the corner, though. Hill, long 3, no good. Out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by Weed, and it'll stay. Or I shouldn't say it'll stay. It'll go to Lenox. And Lenox will bring it up and over with Brooklyn Eklund. Eklund kicks it out. Reed, they'll swing it around. Cox wants to pull up from downtown. In and out, no good. Reed there, though, trash the boards. And they're going to get somebody with a foul on the interior for Bedford. And that's going to, I think, be on Cadence Perkins. It will be, and that's the first for her. And it is the second team foul for Bedford in this half. Reed, corner, triple, good. And Zoe Reed cuts it back up to a 9-4 lead after the tray from her. Marcy Bailey had one earlier. Reed gets one now. A deflection by Cox, stolen away by Reed. They've got numbers. The ball was poked away from behind. They're going to say it was last touched by Lenox. So it'll go back to Bedford. And Lenox will again make another substitution. Marcy Bailey will come in. Brooklyn Eklund will come out. Kelly Weed will be the inbounder for Bedford. They break the pressure with Vanessa Hill, who had it poked away at the last moment by Sadie Cox. It'll stay with Bedford, though. 1:40 left here in the first quarter, 9-4. Lenox leading this Pride of Iowa Conference battle. With an out top Hill. Stop and pop from her. Good. Nothing but net from Vanessa Hill. She had the long two earlier. They initially called a three. She knocks that one down, and it's back down to a 2-point game at 9-7. But Bailey the other way wants to counter, no good. Into the hands, though, of Sadie Cox, who goes up, can't get it to go. Michelle gets the putback, and it's 11-7. After that one, so give Cambry Michelle the rebound and the bucket. Then we get a steal and an underhand layup and one from Sadie Cox. A lot of points happening here in a very short amount of time. Makes it 13-4. With a minute 10 left here in the first quarter. Lenox will make some more substitutions. Zoe Reed comes out. That is the third team foul on Bedford. The scoreboard still showing second. Okay, I read that backwards. Scoreboard is showing 3 on Bedford. First free throw attempt, only free throw attempt from Cox, no good. And Bedford will bring it up and over. Under a minute left now here in the first quarter. They go down low, instead they'll kick it out. Perkins, left side three, no good, off the mark. Into the hands of Michelle, and then we're going to get a whistle and likely a foul on Bedford, and they're going to get Abby Dukes for being on the arm. So the fourth team foul on the Bulldogs. Comes with 54 seconds left here in the first quarter. Steal attempt by Dukes. Dukes gets it, so go length of the floor, lays it in. Abby Dukes cuts it down to 13-9. And then another loose ball. Kick might be saved by Perkins. It'll be out of bounds. Stay with Lenox. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lenox basketball, and they go to Janessa Cox, who tried to go down low. But it's stolen away by Bedford. Kelly Weed came up with that one. They'll bring it across with Perkins. Perkins wants to launch one again. It's short of everything, and might have been touched by Michelle. No, they're going to say it was not. And it goes back to Lenox with 18.7 seconds left here in the first quarter, and they'll bring Cadence Douglas into the game. And they're going to take their time. Eklund will bring it up across half court with 9 seconds left. And they're going to play for the last shot of this quarter, down to 5 seconds. And now Eklund wants to go, kicks it out. Michelle, not usually a three-point shooter, so she gets it to Cox. 3 off the glass and good. And Sadie Cox, the bank is open at 6:16 on a Friday evening in Bedford. Makes it 16-9 as we go to the second quarter. Kind of a clunky start. Both teams find some rhythm there late. Fun stuff still to come here in Bedford tonight on KMAFM 99.1. Clorinda, Shenandoah. Don't go anywhere.
Looking for unlimited super fast internet you can always rely on? Look no further than FMTC's fiber internet. With so much relying on your internet these days, you need a connection you can trust. You can work from home, video chat, stream your favorite TV shows, and more without worrying about the stability of your internet. You could have what everyone else wishes they had.
Your connection to the world, FMTC.
This is Kane with Gowing Plumbing. Gowing Plumbing is the name to remember for 24-hour service. That includes after hours and weekends, because that is when problems usually occur. We're located in Shenandoah, but we also serve the surrounding communities. That's the way it's been done for more than 70 years. And we work on boiler heat, so call fully licensed Gowing Plumbing any time of day or night. 246-1803 or after hours at 712-310-9248.
With you on KMAF of 99.1 Clarinda, Shenandoah, and it's Lenox basketball to start this quarter. They lead 16-9. They've got it out top. They've got their starters on the floor, except Sadie Cox is in there, so 4 of their 5 starters. And right now with it is Brooklyn Eklund. She dumps it off to Cox, who walks the tightrope of the baseline and was kind of trapped, just tried to bounce it off the foot of a Bulldog, and it's stolen away by Bridget Murphy. Bedford will bring it up and across with Vanessa Hill on the left side. Hill back out top Perkins. They're kind of daring her to shoot. And they tried to take the pass into the high post, stolen away by Sadie Cox. Cox, 2-on-1, bounce pass, Eklund off the glass. It's 18-9. That's just the way you draw it up, and Brooklyn Eklund has Lenox doubled up on Bedford right now. Now Bedford trying to break that pressure, and Coach Kenny Weed go call a timeout. We'll keep it here. Bedford, a team no stranger to seeing pressure, or press-type defenses. They, for the longest time, you think back to the glory days of Bedford, KMA Sports Hall of Famer Kayla Lindenmeyer, a lot of other great athletes that came through. They really, made teams think offensively and created problems. So Coach Kenny Weed going to try to come up with something to neutralize what Lenox has been able to do defensively so far. Here tonight again, 18-9, early second quarter on KMA FM 99.1 KMA Sports YouTube channel. One of 2 video streams we've got for you tonight. Kelly Weed will be the inbounder for Bedford, and she will dump it off to Cadence Perkins. Perkins again trapped, gets across half court though to Vanessa Hill. Tried to make the pass down low, but in the lane was Sadie Cox for the steal. Now Cox goes to Bailey, who hit a 3 early on. She kicks it out. Janessa Cox, 3, no good. Into the hands though is Zoe Reed. She can't get to go, but it's going to be out of bounds off of Bedford as they fought for that rebound. And it's going to stay with the Tigers. Inbounding is Janessa Cox. Out top, Cadence Douglas. Left side, Sadie Cox. They go in the lane. Janessa Cox falling back. Long shot into the hands of Vanessa Hill for Bedford. She brings it up quickly. Contested 2. Moonball 2 is good. Had to get a lot of arc on that one, did Vanessa Hill, but she's been their go-to scorer so far tonight. She's got 7 now. Makes it 18-11. And now Cox dribbled into a double team and walked in the process. And it's a turnover for Lenox. They'll bring Cambry Michelle back into the game. Janessa Cox will check out with 6:20 left here in the first half. Bounce pass to Murphy. It was deflected. Michelle comes up with it for the rebound for Lenox. They'll bring it up with Douglas. Bounce pass over in the quarter, Sadie Cox. Cox dribbling right to left. Swing pass right side. Marcy Bailey, 3, short. Reed mistimed her jump on the rebound. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Lenox, and it'll go back to Bedford. Bedford, and they got it down to a 2-point game early on, and then Lenox went on a little bit of a spurt there. It's 16-9 after 1 quarter. Perkins just weaves through the defense. Nice shot, doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Cambry Michelle. Cox will bring it up and over for Lenox to Michelle. Left side, Bailey. Bailey wants to launch another 3. That one's good. And Marcy Bailey's hit a couple of those tonight. Makes it 21-11 our score. After the triple from Bailey. Bedford looking for an answer now. Here's Perkins, a 3. That one off the iron long. Murphy gets the board, though, for Bedford. Underhand scoop, no good from her, into the hands of Cadence Douglas. And Lenox wants to run with it, and it goes out of bounds off of Bedford. It'll stay with Lenox. 21-11, 5:13 left here in the first quarter. This game, it took a couple of minutes for either team to be able to find the scorebook, and since then they haven't had a ton of trouble. Perkins and Murphy come out for Bedford. On the inbound, here's a three that is no good from Cadence Douglas. Tracked down by Danielle Rogers over in the corner. Bedford would love to maybe get this down to a 3 or 4 point game in the next couple minutes, but it's not going to help with a steal by Cox. That being Sadie Cox, and then it was poked away, but it'll stay with Lenox. I'm not great at keeping track of steals because there's a lot going on, but I've got Sadie Cox with 4 already tonight. Cadence Douglas will be the inbounder. Lenox makes a couple passes out top. Now Bailey had a cut to Reed. It was off her hands. Cox got it on the deflection, then gets the bucket, makes it 23-11. Sadie Cox now with 7. And Bedford will bring it up and across with Destry Basinger, length of the floor. Shot left short. Rebound, though, not grabbed by anybody. It's going to go out of bounds off of Lenox. It'll stay with Bedford. Now the Tigers going to make some substitutions again. Eklund and I believe Janessa Cox came back out there for Lenox. Weed on the inbound. Swings, it was deflected. It's off the foot of Janessa Cox. Sadie Cox comes up with another steal, and then she gets it stolen back away by Abby Dukes. So we're trading turnovers here in the last couple of possessions. And Vanessa Hill will bring it up and across for Bedford. Goes into the lane and gets fouled. Let's see who the guilty party is on that one. Looks like it's going to be Janessa Cox. That's going to be the 3rd team foul on Lenox. 2nd on Cox. And Bedford will inbound underneath their own basket. Out top, Dukes. Long 2. Long of everything. And Cambry Michelle thought about chasing down the long rebound. Instead, lets it go out of bounds. And either way, it'll go back to her team. 4:11 left here in the half. Boys game to follow this one. Brooklyn Eklund brings it up and over. Right side, Cox. Just swinging around Michelle. Back out top, Janessa Cox. Left side, Eklund. With it out on the corner. Dribbles right to left. Gets picked up defensively by Hill. Lenox moving the ball along the perimeter. Here's Cox, a long 3. Off the glass, no good. Into the hands of Vanessa Hill, and Bedford will run with it. With Hill bringing it across on the left side. Lob down low. Basinger tries to get by her defender. Michelle gets charged with the foul. She tried to go straight up. Just a little too much contact for that. And that's going to be Cambry Michelle's 2nd foul. It's the 4th team foul for Lenox. And Basinger with the free throw try and knocks it in, and it's 23-12 now, and Lenox will bring Zoe Reed back in. Sadie Cox will get a little bit of a breather. And the free throw attempt coming from Basinger. She's got kind of an interesting form. Knocks it down. Kind of starts the form from her shoulders and almost like a shot putter. Sends it up, but it was successful there, going 2 for 2. And Lenox goes the other way. Eklund, a 3, no good. Nice positioning by Reed. Hits the deck, though, trying to get the board. His body's all over the place. That'll create a jump ball with the possession arrow favoring Bedford. So that's essentially a turnover for the Tigers. Bedford will bring it across with Vanessa Hill, who stops and launches a long 2 that hits the top of the basket and hit a cable as well, it looks like. So that'll be a turnover for the Bulldogs with 3:16 left here in the half. Brooklyn Eklund running point for the Tigers. Methodically brings it up, dribbles in, kicks it out left side. Reed, they go high post. Michelle, she's double teamed, lobs down low. Douglas got position, got too far into the hoop, so she dumps it to Reed, and there was a whistle before the shot. They're going to get Lenox with a 3-second call. They had a couple of them camping down there. They get a call for that. Marcy Bailey comes in. Looks like Lenox just gave Brooklyn Eklund a little bit of a breather. Bedford goes the other way. Michelle just tried to muscle one away from Danielle Rogers. They call a jump ball, though, in the process of that. And either way, it's Lenox basketball. with 23-13 lead and 2:48 left here in the first half. Reed to Cox, Janessa Cox. Goes right side, Cambry Michelle. Back to Janessa Cox. 3, top of the key. Off the backboard, no good. Chasing down the long rebound, though, was Reed. But then it's stolen away on the deflection by Abby Dukes. Dukes dribbled herself into a little bit of a corner. Kicks it, Kelly Weed. Long 3 off the iron short into the hands of Janessa Cox. And then kind of bodies all over the place, and we get a whistle. And it'll stay with Bedford. 23-13, 2:21 left here in the first half. Weed, the inbounder, goes out top to Abby Dukes. Swings it down low. Rogers in the paint. Basinger being guarded by Michelle. Goes up strong. Gets fouled. That's going to be the third on Cambry Michelle. So Lenox has 5 fouls. 3 of them on Cambry Michelle, 2 of them on Janessa Cox. And the Tigers have a substitution coming in. I imagine it's going to be for Michelle. This Basinger, again, kind of that shot put style free throw attempt, knocks it in. Maybe, I don't know if I'd call it a shot put, but it starts at the shoulders and then works its way up as Michelle comes out for Lenox. And they did bring Sadie Cox back in. The next one from Basinger is no good, and Bedford, I think, moved too quickly anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered if it counted. It'll stay with Lenox, or go to Lenox, with 2:14 left here in the first half, and the Tigers up 23-14. Bailey with it on the right side. They go down low. Douglas through the trees, misses the shot short, but it's out of bounds off of Bedford. And it'll stay with Lenox. Cadence Douglas, the state champion last year in track, goes right side. Janessa Cox on the inbound. Cox, a running floater, no good. Rebound, though. Sadie Cox is good. Just the way I'm sure they drew it up, make it 25-14 in favor of Lenox. My apologies there on the scoreboard, getting a little behind. We'll try not to do that again if you're watching on the KMA Sports YouTube channel. Weed brings it down low. She's triple team, kicks it out. Basinger, long 2 is good. Dexter Basinger's got 5 now on the night, all of which have come in the second quarter, and it's 25-16. Lenox leading. Down low, Cox picked up her dribble, might have got away with a travel. She goes to Sadie Cox, and Sadie Cox is into double figures with 11 coming off the bench. That's also the margin right now for Lenox at 27-16 and a minute 15 left in the half. Weed, bounce pass Hill. Long pass to Dukes. Dukes found a hole in the zone and draws the foul on Cadence Douglas. It's going to be the 16th foul on Lenox. It's also the first one not on either Cambry Michelle or Janessa Cox. And it's going to put Abby Dukes at the free throw line for 2. The next one would put Bedford in a bonus opportunity for the last minute or so of the quarter. Dukes missed the first one. And talking to Bedford head coach Kenny Weed earlier today, I don't know why I keep saying this week, free throws were something that kind of plagued them in that tight win over Essex. Dukes, next free throw, no good either, and rebounded by Sadie Cox. Down to a minute left here in the first half. Cox bounce pass. Eklund knifes through traffic. Down low, lays it in, does Brooklyn Eklund. And it's 29-16 in favor of Lenox. Bedford will go the other way with Vanessa Hill. There's a long 3 from Hill off the backboard through the legs of Basinger. Hill actually gets it back. I think it's blocked by Sadie Cox, so it'll go out of bounds. So back to Bedford, or it'll stay with Bedford with 38.9 seconds left in the first half. On the inbound, Perkins with it on the left side. Being guarded fiercely by Douglas, and maybe too fiercely. They're going to get a foul. And actually, it's going to be on Brooklyn Eklund, and that's going to put Bedford in the bonus for at least for the next 34 seconds of the half, as Kelly Weed goes to the free throw line. Weed gets the friendly bounce to convert the first one, so make it 29-17. She'll try to get another one. This game was 16-9 after one quarter. Weed's next one, good as well, 29-18. 30 seconds left in the half. See if Lenox plays for the last shot. Eklund moves quickly. Picks up her dribble, kicks it out Cox. She'll launch a three that is banked in. They had one earlier in the first quarter that banked in from Sadie Cox. Janessa Cox joins the fun there, and it's back up to 32-18. 15 seconds left in the half. Perkins kicks it out Hill. She'll stop and pop for a three that is long. And rebounded by Janessa Cox. We'll see if Lenox can get a shot off with 6. They bring it across 4. Down low, Reed and one with 2.7 seconds to go. Zoe Reed has a chance at the old school three-point play. And that foul is on Cadence Perkins. That is her second. And the third team foul for 15 foul rather for Bedford in this half. And Lenox will make some substitutions just to make sure you don't get any ticky-tack fouls to end the half. As that free throw missed by Reed, Dukes gets the rebound, will not fire a shot, gets a half-court shot off late, but it was well short and it wouldn't have counted anyway. So we've reached the halftime break here in Bedford. 34-18, Lenox leading here on KMAFM 99.1. We'll take a quick 60-second break, catch our breath, halftime coverage coming up here in a moment on the KMA Sports YouTube channel as well.
Great John Wooden once said, "It's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen." Just as in the world of sports, this quote is vital to the work that we do at Hackett Livingston Funeral Home in Shenandoah. We take care of all the details so that you can focus on what is most important, caring for your family and healing. Hackett Livingston Funeral Home, serving all of Southwest Iowa since 1951.
HawkeyeFord.com. It's where you'll find a complete selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. It's also where you can estimate your trade-in value and receive a no-hassle quote. Since 1988, Hawkeye Ford has been offering a high level of customer service and a commitment to making the process of buying your vehicle an enjoyable one. They strive to deliver 100% satisfaction every time you visit their location on Highway 34 east of Red Oak or on their 24/7 location, HawkeyeFord.com.
Well, we reached halftime here in Bedford tonight. Trevor Mader with you, KMAFM 99.1, KMA Sports YouTube channel. Lenox on top, 34-18. Man, the way the first couple of minutes went in this game, I did not think we were going to see 52 combined points at halftime. It took a couple minutes before either team could get on the board. They started hitting down shots. They started getting out in transition, turning turnovers into points. Lenox led 16-9 after one quarter. They doubled up on Bedford in the second quarter, having to outscore them 18-9. They're led right now, Sadie Cox with 11 points. Pretty balanced effort from them. Outside of that, Zoe Reed with 5, Marcy Bailey with 6, Brooklyn Eklund with 5, Janessa Cox with 3. For Bedford, meanwhile, they're led by Vanessa Hill, who's got 7 points. Destry Basinger with 5 points. For the Bulldogs, Kelly Weed with 2, Abby Dukes with 4. Halftime here in Bedford, we're going to step aside and talk with Council Bluffs Lewis Central alum. That's where I was going with that. Caleb Shudak, who is now the kicker at the University of Iowa. They're going to play in the Big Ten Championship tomorrow night against Michigan. So we're going to hear most of that interview. When we come back, we'll get you set for the second half of Lenox Bedford girls basketball on KMAFM 99.1. Into upon further review, we always love catching up with former KMA Landers that are doing awesome things at the collegiate level. One of which that has been really impressive this year has been former Lewis Central standout Caleb Shudak. He's had a fantastic year at the University of Iowa. It was just named the Big Ten Special Teams Player of the Week last week after a great performance against Nebraska. And he's with us now. Caleb, how are things going today, man?
Really good. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for joining us. First off, for you, you get named Big Ten Special Teams Player of the Week. You have a big game against Nebraska to help Iowa get the win. What has this last couple of days been like for you?
It's been kind of crazy, actually. Well, once Minnesota upset Wisconsin, we kind of got into gear and had to figure out our schedule pretty quick to, get ready for this week. But no, it's been exciting, been a lot of fun, and been a lot of energy around the building.
Yeah, you guys had the interesting dynamic of you playing Friday, and then your fate being determined in terms of whether or not you were going to qualify for the Big Ten championship game, on whether or not Minnesota beat Wisconsin. What was Saturday kind of? Was there a lot of scoreboard watching, or were there some nerves? What was that like?
Yeah, there was a ton of scoreboard watching. A bunch of us got together and were watching the game, and a lot of us were at the edge of our seat. I'd probably say more nervous than or watching those games than actually playing our games. But because we obviously couldn't control what was going to happen. So yeah, all of us edge of our seats the whole day, and ultimately we're playing on Saturday, and going to be more excited for it.
Get to with Caleb Shudak, Lewis Central alum, now kicking at the University of Iowa. You said this week has been kind of crazy for you. What has this year been like? It's been a fantastic year for you, at least it looks like from the outside perspective. But for you internally, what has it been like to navigate through it?
It's been a lot of fun. I finished a lot of my main schooling last semester, and I'm kind of just finishing up a couple of light things. But so I don't really have a whole lot of academic commitments. So I've been able to sit back and kind of enjoy the process, enjoy practice. Really do a lot of recovery things and take care of myself. But no, it's also been a lot of fun, kind of seeing 5 years of patience and hard work kind of come to life, and have it do it with some of my best friends. And so one of my roommates, Austin, I've lived with for 6 years now. We kind of do this together, and it's been a lot of fun doing it with him and having a great snapper and holder and Luke Elkin and Ryan Gasande. I've been fortunate and blessed to have them around, and then also kick balls with Troy Taylor, but it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I bet. I get to talk with Caleb Shudak of Lewis Central, who's kicking the University of Iowa. I think a lot of people have been, made familiar of your story. This is your sixth year at Iowa. You'd been kind of behind some really good kickers. You stayed the course, and it's paying off for you. And I think a lot of people can learn from that. But how gratifying has it been? I know there were probably times along the way where maybe you thought about not staying the course. I don't know. But how gratifying has this year been, knowing that you waited a long time to get here?
Wow, it's just incredibly gratifying. Kind of, seeing, you always hear hard work pays off. In the end, that always wins, and kind of see that truth it's been amazing, been a lot of fun. Because yeah, you're right. There's times where I kind of questioned, if I could do it, if I should do it. I put my name in the portal at one point, but sitting behind guys like Miguel and Keith, I did learn a lot, and I think I wouldn't be where I am, if I didn't learn those kind of things and go through, the process with them.
Yeah, where do you feel you've grown the most, say from the time that you stepped on campus to where you're at now? Where is Caleb Shudak maybe became a better kicker?
I'd say my just overall confidence in myself. So whether that's my ability just to mentally get locked in for a rep, or just having the utmost confidence in my technique and my abilities. I go out there, I know if I were to miss one, I know I'm not going to miss the next one. I have the most confidence in myself to say that and put in the work, and just showed myself that I can do that. So yeah, I'd say just the confidence in my abilities, not questioning what I'm doing, has been huge. I got here in 2016, and that was not true. Every day it was kind of a Hail Mary. I'd hope and pray to God that I could make a kick. I didn't know where it was going to go, and I just didn't trust myself. I didn't trust my abilities, and ultimately 5 years of work and a lot of coaching, I've got to that point. I think that's been huge.
Yeah, you've had a fantastic year all season, but the Nebraska game was phenomenal. You're able to knock down 4 field goals. Take us through what it meant for you, growing up, just a little over an hour away from Nebraska. Maybe you had, friends and family in attendance, I'm sure. In that situation, I'm sure some of you have been waiting a long time for. What was that like?
Oh, that was an incredible experience. You're right. Growing up close to Nebraska and Iowa State, those are probably the 2 teams I've watched the most. Being able to do that against them, got a lot of family members that are Husker fans, so kind of bittersweet to rub in their face like that. But I'm sure the offense wanted to score more, but in the end we got enough points on the board to win the game. So it was just a lot of fun, being a part of that and being able to help the team win.
The special teams was phenomenal on your end, and then I know you guys have a block punt as well that leads to a touchdown, and then Torrey was able to pin a couple down as well, one of which created a safety. What is it that makes the special teams tick? You hear a lot of programs, a lot of coaches talk about emphasizing special teams, but it seems like it definitely, at least Friday, you guys really exemplified that. What is it that makes the special teams as good as they've been this year?
I think there's a couple of things that go into that. I think, for one, for us, it starts with having a coach, Coach Woods, that is so passionate about special teams and knows the impact of every phase of special teams, whether that's field goal, we're actually putting points on the board, or punt return, you're trying to get a 10 or 15-yard return. That ultimately eliminates the entire first down for the offense. But his passion and attention to those details is huge for us. And then I also think it comes down to Coach Ferentz showing the team in film. He'll show a series of plays from the game, and it'll just show the value of such teams and how it leads to complementary football. Whether that's so the offense might go 3 and out, Torrey punts the ball, they down them at the 5 or the 10 somewhere, where the opposing offense has to now drive 90 yards. Then the defense gets a stop, offense gets the ball back, stay around the 50. Boom, you got field position right there, and that ultimately leads to points. And he kind of ingrains that in everybody's head, so we all know just the value of field position points and what special teams can do for us.
Getting time with Lewis Central alum Caleb Shudak, now kicking at the University of Iowa. Lewis Central. Getting time with Lewis Central alum Caleb. All right, we're getting ready to begin the second half here in Bedford. Trevor Mader with your Camp AFM 99.1, Clarinda, Shenandoah. It is 34-18. Lenox leading as we get ready for the final 2 quarters of this Pride of Iowa Conference girls game. Still a boys game to follow. Lenox able to kind of blow this game open a little bit in the second quarter, outscoring Bedford 18-9, led by 11 points from Sadie Cox. Cox, how about her stat line? Based on my very unofficial statistics, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 5 steals. That's a productive night for the Lenox freshman, who already had a fantastic softball season in between her 8th grade and freshman year, and probably going to have a fine athletic career for the Tigers in general. Bedford basketball to begin the second half. Dukes wanted to feed Basinger down low, but gets called for the travel in the process, and it's a turnover to start this half for Bedford. Not the way they drew it up, I'm sure. So Lenox has their starters down on the floor of Douglas, Eklund, Reed, Janessa Cox, and Cambry Michelle. There's a long 3. Rebound, actually, Sadie Cox is in for Michelle, and there's a foul on the floor. Cambry Michelle playing with 3 fouls. He's on the bench right now. Sadie Cox in her tribute right now. 7:39 left here in the third. The inbound left side. Eklund goes down low. Cox, couple strong dribbles, kicks it out. Douglas will swing it around Eklund on the left side. Goes down low. Bounce pass. Cox off the glass is good. And gives Sadie Cox 13 on the night now. Makes it 36-18. And Lenox once again has doubled up on their Taylor County friend early in the second half. Hill, bounce pass, Dukes, finds the opening in the zone, goes hard, draws the foul on Zoe Reed. And the first team foul of the half gets charged to the Lenox Tigers. 1 of 2 broadcasts we've got for you now on the KMA airwaves. Ethan Hewitt is in Sydney, corner conference clash between Stanton and Sydney. Stanton up 30-13 in the first half of that one. Dukes' first free throw is no good. Bedford 5 of 10 from the charity stripe tonight, 6 of 27 shooting, whether that be 2s or 3s. This is what I have them for tonight. Here's the next one. No good from Dukes into the hands of Janessa Cox. And then Dukes just a little too aggressive. Probably should have got back and away from that one. Will get called for the reach-in foul. It's the second of the half on Bedford. Eklund will get on the inbound. Bounce pass out, Janessa Cox. High post, Reed, awkward shot, no good. Cox putback is good though, and Sadie Cox gets another rebound. Gets another bucket, makes it 38-18 in favor of the Tigers. In the corner, long 2, Danielle Rogers, no good. Rebound won by Zoe Reed. Had to kind of fight off her teammates. That was thrown away though by Bedford, and they swing it over to Rogers. Goes down low. Basinger off the glass, too strong, into the hands, though, of Abby Dukes. And a reset for Bedford. They'll feed Basinger down low, up strong, and one for Destry Basinger. And it's 38-20 with 2 points on that one, and maybe a third coming as they charge Cadence Douglas with that foul. It's her second of the game. It is the second team foul of the half for Lenox. Basinger can't get the old school three-point play. Another rebound for Sadie Cox, and then we get a whistle. And that's on Abby Dukes. That is her third. And it's the third team foul for Bedford in this half. Left side, Sadie Cox, the three. Why not? When it's your night, it's your night. She's got 18 now, makes it 41-20. Lenox up by 3 touchdowns here early in the third quarter. Weed gets a high screen from Hill. Go to Rogers. They'll go in the paint. Basinger being guarded by Reed. Lots of contact. They let him play through. They say it was out of bounds off of Reed. It'll stay with Bedford. Marcy Bailey will come in. Brooklyn Eklund checks out for the Tigers. Weed looking for an out on the inbound. She has Dukes way out there. Instead goes to Hill out top. Hill being guarded by Janessa Cox. Will dribble in. Walks the tightrope. Dribbles all the way around the baseline. Then goes to Dukes. Dukes gets a step on the defender. Hard layup to the hoop. No good. And then Dukes collides with Reed. Trying to get the rebound. And that's going to be the fourth on Abby Dukes, which is probably going to bring her to the bench, and it will. Cadence Perkins will come in her relief, and Lenox will bring it across. 41-20 Tigers. Cox, triple. That being Janessa Cox. It kind of fell flat on the back of the hoop and then lands in. Make it 44-20 after that three-pointer. And then an offensive foul on Bedford. Vanessa Hill gets called for that one. It's going to be the 15th foul of the half on the Bulldogs. Hill's second of the night. Reed to Douglas. Cox back to Douglas on the left side. Bounce pass Bailey. Bailey pulls up, leaves it short, but rebounded for Lenox. New face into the game for them. Bentley Peterson got the board on that one. She has it, kicks it out to Zoe Reed, who then they'll swing it around. Bailey, a three. Yes, it's good for Marcy Bailey. Give her 9 on the night. It's 47-20 in favor of Lenox. Rogers, long two, draws the foul. Douglas made contact. So Danielle Rogers will go to the line. That's the third team foul on Lenox in this half. The Tigers, though, on a 13-2 run to start it. Free throw missed by Danielle Rogers. And the free throw woes continue for Bedford so far here tonight. Misses both of them. And Cadence Douglas gets the rebound. She'll bring it up and over for the Tigers. Deflected. They get it to Sadie Cox in the lane. She goes down low to Zoe Reed, who draws contact and will go to the line. And that's going to be on Kelly Weed. That's her first. Making the 16th foul on Bedford. So as Zoe Reed goes to the line for 2 shots and knocks down the first one, Bedford 1 foul away from putting Lenox in the bonus. And we're not even halfway through the third quarter. Next free throw from Reed, no good. Cox trying to get the rebound. It goes out of bounds off of her, and it'll go to Bedford. Bedford came in 2-0 on the year, wins over Essex and Murray. Lenox 2-0 after beating Clarinda and Orient Maxburg. Perkins brings it up and across the timeline, left side Kelly Weed. Weed hard to the hoop, who draws contact on Marcy Bailey. And all of a sudden the officials Whistles have got a little tighter here in this one. Bailey will come out. That's the 4th team foul on Lenox. They'll bring Brooklyn Eklund into the game. Perkins goes down low, Basinger. Double team, left the shot short. Murphy trying to chase down the rebound. Gets it, and now Bedford with a chance. Out top, Perkins. Perkins to Hill. Thought about the shot for a moment. Instead, goes down low, Basinger. Basinger, whistle. And a block foul on Lenox. Will be their 5th of this half. And that's going to be... it's going to be on Zoe Reed. Will be her 2nd. 48-20. Lenox leading, 3:59 left here in the 3rd. Hill with it on the right side. Double dribbled. And back to Lenox it goes. Boys game coming up. Both boys teams 1-0 through one game so far this year. As Peterson will bounce past Michelle. It's been kind of doomed tonight with those fouls. She'll go down low to Cox. Cox dribbles out of trouble. Now launches a 3 that is in and out, no good. Bentley Peterson trying to get the board. Cadence Perkins comes up with it for Bedford. She'll go left side. Vanessa Hill goes down low. Basinger guarded by Michelle. Kicks it back out. Perkins is a little behind her. She grabs it. Now Weed going left to right. Being guarded by Douglas, or by Eklund rather. Has it stolen away by Brooklyn Eklund. Eklund just pickpockets that one. She'll bring it across now. Hard to the hoop. Kicks it out right side. Peterson will go back to Eklund. Back to Peterson. They're trying to get something around the perimeter, and it was there for a moment for Reed, but she's a little too patient with it. Now Eklund will take a shot that is short. Sadie Cox, did she go over? She did. Now there's no such thing as an over-the-back call in basketball, contrary to what one random parent will yell in every game. But there is such thing as displacement or rule of verticality. And that is where that came into effect there just a moment ago. Perkins will bring it up and over for Bedford. She'll stop and pop a 3 that is short. Basinger though, rebound and good from her. History Basinger, 9 on the night for her to lead the Bulldogs, 48-22. And a long 3, no good for Lenox, into the hands of Vanessa Hill with 2.5 left here in the 3rd. Perkins left side. Again, they've kind of tempted her to pull up all night. She'll do so there and knock it down. I mean, when they're gonna let you take those, you might as well. And she knocks it down, makes it 48-25. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them here on KMIFM 99.1. Clarinda, Shenandoah.
When buying insurance, finding protection closer to home is always a great choice. Legacy Mutual Insurance in Clarinda is a local company and has served communities in Southwest Iowa since 1870. We have independent agents ready to help you with your farm, home, and auto coverage. Go to our website at legacymutualia.com for a complete listing of our agents. For over 150 years, your family's needs and success have been our priority. That's our legacy at Legacy Mutual Insurance.
2:16 left here in the 3rd quarter. KMA-FM at 99.1, Clarinda, Shenandoah, and the KMA Sports YouTube channel. Trevor Mader with you here tonight. Lenox basketball coming out of the timeout. They'll have it with Marcy Bailey, who then gets it to Janessa Cox. He'll go down low. Sadie Cox had a big night tonight. She draws the foul. And she'll go to the line. That's going to be the 7th team foul on Bedford. So that's going to put Lenox in the bonus for the remainder of this game, as that foul's on Kelly Weed. It's her 4th. And Cox, who has 18 tonight, misses that one. Danielle Rogers will come back in for Bedford. Looks like Kelly Weed will get a breather. Next one is good from Cox. She's got 19 on the night. 49-25, under 2 left here in the 3rd. Underhand layup, Hill, no good. Cox chases down the rebound. Another one for her. She'll run out, lay it in, and Sadie Cox now with 21, makes it 51-25. Basinger will bring it across for the Bulldogs. Picks up her dribble, goes to Murphy, had a step on the defender, knifes to the hoop, underhand layup, no good from her, but she's fouled. And Bridget Murphy will now put Bedford in the bonus. Could be a long next 9 minutes and 27 seconds of basketball with both teams in the bonus. Murphy misses the front end of the free throw. Bedford tonight just 5 of 15. I mentioned earlier 5 of 10. Since then, they've gone 0 of 5. I don't know if announcer jinxes are a thing or not, but I don't think they are. But there's people from Bedford that might disagree tonight after their woes to the free throw line, as that one is also missed. Rebound on the floor. And a whistle, they're going to say it was last touch by Bedford. He'll go back to Lenox with 1:25 left here in the third. Left side, Janessa Cox. Kicks it out, Eklund. Eklund will then get a screen from Cox. Cox a little too aggressive with that screen. And the official, Gary Dinkla, all-around nice man, calls the whistle on that one. It's the 8th team foul on Lenox, 3rd on Cox. Down to a minute left here in the third quarter. Vanessa Hill dribbling right to left, hands it off Cadence Perkins on the left wing. Swings it around, Rogers long two off the iron. Perkins though for the rebound, jumper, free throw line banked in. And the freshman Cadence Perkins knocks that one home to make it 51-27. With 45 left here in the third. Cox to Douglas, triple short. Basinger almost came with the board. Douglas got it back. And then Eklund comes up with the rebound out of all of that, and they'll swing it around. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Cox along two, that being Janessa Cox. Off the backboard wide, and Vanessa Hill comes up with the board for Bedford. 20 seconds left here in the third. Rogers, Murphy, jumper, free throw line, short. Zoe Reed tried to get the board. Bridget Murphy just a little too aggressive there. Going to be dinged for the foul. It's the 8th on Bedford in this half. And we've got free throws coming from Zoe Reed as Sadie Cox will come in. Looks like Brooklyn Eklund and Janessa Cox will come out. Marcy Bailey also came in for Lenox. She did. And Reed misses the front end of the free throw. Michelle got the board. Just then gets fouled underneath. And she'll go to the line. So another free throw opportunity for Lenox. Destry Basinger gets called for the foul. It's the 9th team foul on Bedford. And Michelle lays that one flat and misses it. 11.7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Next one from Michelle. She's only got 2 points tonight. She's been plagued with 3 fouls. Gets that one to roll in. Make it 52-27. Bedford can play for the final shot of the quarter if they wish. And they probably will. Murphy with 5 goes to Rogers. They'll go down low. Basinger straight up with Michelle. It's rebounded by Reed. And she will not get a shot off before the quarter ends. So we'll go to the fourth. Lenox leading Bedford 52-27 here on KMA FM 99.1 and on the KMA Sports YouTube channel.
Since 1892, Malvern Bank has been building community from 404 Main Street in Malvern, Iowa. For generations, Malvern Bank has been serving local businesses, families, and farms to help them achieve their goals in every step of their lives. From saving for college to planning for retirement and everything in between, Malvern Bank is your full-service community bank. Call, click, or stop in today to apply for an account, loan, or credit card. Malvern Bank, we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Nutrien Ag Solutions is your leading agricultural retailer of crop inputs and expert solutions. And they're your choice in the region for top-of-the-line products and customer service. When nothing short of the best is your standard, talk with Nutrien Ag Solutions in Westboro, Missouri, Coyne, Percival, and Essex, Iowa for fall application and products. Nutrien Ag Solutions, growing your crops and your bottom line.
Well, start of the fourth quarter here in Bedford, 52-27. Lenox leading this Pride of Iowa Conference girls battle, and they've got the basketball right now. Sadie Cox with it on the left side. Will pass it on a cut to Cadence Douglas. Lots of contact between her and Murphy. It's into the hands of a Bulldog. Now Cox and Rogers hit the floor fighting for it, and they're going to say it stays with Bedford. 7:41 left in this one. It was 16-9. Lenox after one, 34-18. Lenox after two, and then 52-27. So a pair of 18-9 quarters for Lenox has put this game well in their favor. So we'll get a foul underneath on Zoe Reed. That's the 10th. 19th foul on Lenox. Bedford's got 9 as well. So both teams are going to be in the bonus for the remainder of this contest. Free throws coming for Abby Dukes of Bedford, and misses it, and another missed free throw opportunity for Lenox, or for Bedford. And Lenox gets the board out of it with Sadie Cox. They go down low. It's off the foot of a Bulldog, and will stay with the Tigers. So Lenox looking to be on their way to 3-0. They've really had this program in the right direction the last couple of years. That pass goes out of bounds. Hill trying to get the steal. Couldn't do it cleanly, and it'll stay with Lenox with 7:17 left. Sadie Cox with an out top. Bounce pass Bailey. Back to Cox on a cut. Cox hard to the hoop. Contested 2. Left short. Comes up with the rebound. Then finds Michelle down low. Through the trees. Can't get it to go. So Sadie Cox grabs another rebound. That is, by my tally, her 13th. So how about a 21-point, 13-board night from her? That's what we call a double-double. That foul's on Danielle Rogers, by the way. 10th on Bedford. And the first free throw from Cambry Michelle off the back, no good. Janessa Cox will come in. Cadence Douglas checks out for Lenox. 7:05 left in this one. Michelle, second free throw off the iron, short and out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Bedford. Rogers backed off of it thinking that whoever the Tiger was that was behind her had touched it last, and the official said that was not the case. Now Bailey will launch a 3 on the inbound. It hits nothing but net, but not the good kind. And it'll be a turnover for Lenox. Back to Bedford. Under 7 left. Bedford will run it across Danielle Rogers to the hoop. Picked up defensively, falling down as it's stolen away by Marcy Bailey. Bailey brings it across for Bedford. Wants to go length of the floor. Will kick it out. Here's a 3. Janessa Cox. In and out, no good. Into the hands of Kelly Weed. So now Weed running point for Bedford. Long 2. Rogers, no good. And guess who gets another rebound? Well, if you guess Sadie Cox, you're correct. And then a foul on Bedford as Lenox is trying to push it up the floor. And that is on Abby Dukes. That's her 5th. So her night's going to come to a close. She fouls out with 4 points. It's also the 11th team foul on Bedford. Janessa Cox at the line. So Dukes and Rogers check out for Bedford. Cadence Perkins comes back in, and Sadie Cox misses that free throw wide. 6.5 left here in this one. When this game ends, there'll be about a 15-minute break, and then we'll get the boys' game going at the conclusion of this. The next one, Cox banks it in. So Sadie Cox makes it 53-27. That is our first point of this fourth quarter. Here's Murphy. She traveled. She wanted to pull the long two. Reed came streaking in behind her. Caught her attention for a moment. That foot moved. And it's a Bedford turnover. Back to Lenox with 6:20 left in this one. Bailey left side. Reed dribbling left to right. Now Janessa Cox. Hasn't seen a three-pointer she doesn't like tonight. Will go to Sadie Cox, who leaves it short. Bodies all over the place. A whistle and a foul. That looks like it's going to be on Lenox. And it will be. It's going to be on Zoe Reed. It'll be her fourth. So we're going to go the other way with some free throws. 6:09 left in this one. This will be a good time for both teams to maybe get some free throw practice. Bedford, 5 of 17 from the line tonight. This one no good from Bridget Murphy. I did an Underwood Shan girls game earlier this week. I'd have to go back and look at my stats, but I believe Underwood was something like 3 of 23 from the line. Ended up being a 1-point game. So obviously the free throw is always big. And Murphy misses both of them. Rebound by Cambry Michelle for Lenox. Eklund with it on the right side. Bounce pass to Sadie Cox. Back out top, Michelle to Janessa Cox. Left side, Brooklyn Eklund will dribble left to right. Bounce pass, Cambry Michelle. Right side, Sadie Cox. Back out top, Janessa Cox. Goes back to Brooklyn Eklund, who quick give and go. Janessa Cox, 3 long. Michelle fights for the board, but it's out of bounds. And it goes to Bedford with 5:39 left. These two teams will meet again later in the year after Christmas break, as Cadence Perkins will bring it across for Bedford. Dribbles out of trouble. Gets it back out top to Hills. Kicks it back to Perkins. 3 from her from the left side. No good. Rebound on the floor. Michelle, Murphy, all sorts of bodies all over it. And I think they're called jump ball. And then Cambry Michelle, I don't know if something got twisted or if there's blood or what, but she kind of jerked out of the pile. Maybe she took something to the eye, and she'll get up, and we'll get an applause from both sides, and they rule a jump ball. No foul from your side on that. They've been poked in the eye. It's not fun. Hill to Perkins. Dribbling it off her foot. Chases it down. Able to find Basinger, lays it in. Nice job by Perkins to chase it down after almost turning it over. We'll get the helper on that one. Basinger into double figures at 53-29. Now a long 3 off the glass by Janessa Cox. Rebounded by Vanessa Hill for Bedford. We'll go down low. Murphy has a block by Michelle. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Bedford. It'll stay with Lenox. 4:45 left in this one. Lenox last year had their best season in over 2 decades. Got to a regional final as Eklund will kick it left side. Janessa Cox, who hands it off to Sadie Cox. They played Exira Elkhorn Kimballton. I did that game in Winterset. Here's Cox down low, trying to get strong. Kicks it out to Eklund, who has it stolen away by Vanessa Hill, but gets it back. They were down 20 in that regional final to Winterset. Eklund will go down low, try to bounce pass it to Michelle. And Murphy hits the deck, and they're going to call the foul, I think, on Lenox in the process of that. That gives me time to finish my story, I guess. I was 41-21 that regional final between Exira Elkhorn, Kimballton, and Lenox. Lenox, their credit, man, they battled back. They were tied late, had a chance to hit the go-ahead shot with 2 minutes to go, didn't convert. And then Exira Elkhorn Kimballton was able to pull away. They went on to be a state semifinal, so Lenox was right there. Now, they lost a fantastic senior class as Vanessa Hill goes to the free throw line for Bedford, and misses the front end. Yeah, they lost T.J. Stokes, Cassidy Nelson, the 2 big ones. But, I mean, some of the girls that are stepping up tonight, Michelle, Janessa Cox, were contributors to that team last year. Free throw from Hill stops the streak, or the skid. Before that, Bedford had missed at least their last 10 free throws. They get that one, makes it 53-30. Now Janessa Cox, the three off the iron, no good. An offensive foul on Lenox will send us the other way with some free throws coming up. Take a look what Bedford's got coming up soon. North Nottoway, East Union, Nottoway Valley, Clarinda, Stanton, East Mills, all before Christmas break. Lenox will likely make some substitutions here. They'll bring Cambry Michelle out. That's her fifth, so Michelle is done for the night. And the free throw missed by Kelly Weed. 53-30, 4:07 left here in this one. The next one from Weed, off the glass, no good. Rebound, won by Basinger. She's been a force down low, however it gets blocked, and Cox comes up with it for Lenox. Under 4 left in this one. Left side Bailey will rocket another three that is long into the hands of Cadence Douglas, but then it's stolen away, and here's a run-out opportunity for Vanessa Hill, who lays it in on the steal. And Vanessa Hill gets to double figures tonight with 10, and it's 53-32. Lenox leading. Bedford still trying to match them, though. Bailey wanted the step-back three. It wasn't there. She'll go to Cox, who makes the extra pass to Douglas. Misses it, but Sadie Cox there to clean it up again. Give another rebound and another bucket for Sadie Cox. It's 55-32 Lenox. Weed the other way. Length of the floor. Floater is good. And 55-34 Kelly Weed now with 4 on the night for the Bulldogs. There's Sadie Cox on the right side. Back out top, Marcy Bailey. Deep triple from her. No good. Rebound by Bridget Murphy. And Vanessa Hill running point for the Bulldogs. We'll bring it over. Perkins launches another three. No good. Long rebound, won by Hill. Bailey made contact. I like them letting them play that through, and then Hill goes to Murphy, who has to chase it down. And Perkins long two, no good. That time rebounded by Zoe Reed for Lenox. They tried to run it out. I like that call because the offensive player was a little out of control. Bailey late getting over, but they let him play that through. At this point in the game, let's just not have any more trips to the free throw line. 2:20 left, 55-34, Lenox leading. Kelly Weed with it down low, dribble out of trouble, or at least dribble out of the paint. Lots of contact. As I say that, we get a trip to the free throw line. And the foul on Lenox. It's going to be on, I believe, Sadie Cox. We'll wait to see. No, good thing. That's why I'm not great at guessing. That's on Brooklyn Eklund. It's her second. Kelly Weed bounces that one off the back and in to make it 55-35. She'll get another free throw try coming. She's got 5 on the night, including the last 3 for the Bulldogs. Can't make it the last 4. Misses that one. Rebound on the floor. Basinger comes up with it. Another rebound for her, but it's stolen away by Sadie Cox. Cox run out opportunity. Did she travel before? No, she carried. And it's a turnover back to Bedford. With under 2 left in this one. So 55-35. We'll update the scoreboard here. Ends up then we get a foul. And 2 free throw shots coming up for Bedford. Take a look at Lenox's upcoming schedule. Before Christmas break, they've got Mount Ayr. They go to Southwest Valley, a game that I'll be at in a couple weeks on December 14th. Then Murray, Diagonal, Central Decatur, all before the Christmas break. Free throw attempt no good from Destry Basinger. She'll get another one. That foul on Cadence Douglas, her 4th. Basinger misses that. There was a whistle before. She went too quickly and wouldn't have counted if it went, but it didn't go. Eklund brings it across for Lenox. Cox with on the left side. That'll be a Janessa Cox. They go down low to Sadie Cox, and that shot left short. Cox rebound, put back no good. Zoe Reed falling back. Can't get it to go either. And Bedford comes up with the rebound. Down to 90 seconds left in this one. Basinger down low. Deflected by Douglas. They'll let him play through. With 1:24 left. A lot of games going on tonight in the areas. Perkins will launch a 3 out of the inbound. Nice play. A nice shot from Cadence Perkins. She's got 8 on the night. 55-38. Cox with it on the left side. We'll hand it off and they'll swing it around. Here's Eklund back to Douglas. They made the extra pass down low. Reed left it short. And the rebound through the contact was chased down by Vanessa Hill, and then the whistle, and that's on Cadence Douglas. That'll be her 5th, so her night's going to come to a close. And Bedford is going to send Vanessa Hill to the free throw line. Marcy Bailey will come in. For the Tigers as we work out those substitutions. Also, Izzy Curtis comes in. With 59.2 seconds left. First free throw is good from Vanessa Hill. 55-39. Bedford trying to find some positives to accentuate on late in this one as they cut down to 16. That free throw no good. Rebound by Zoe Reed. She's having a nice night defensively as well. Here's Janessa Cox with it out top for Lenox. She'll kick it Marcy Bailey left side. Bailey back to Sadie Cox. Back to Bailey. Out top, Curtis. Curtis will dribble in. Picked up her dribble. Kicks it Janessa Cox. Another 3 from her. No good. Long rebound chased down by Kelly Weed. With 30 seconds left here in Bedford, Weed traveled. Kind of dribbled herself into a double team. Then took the extra step. And gets called for it. 30 seconds left. Bailey with it on the right side. Now Cox with it, that being Sadie Cox. They'll go down low. Curtis, bounce pass, Reed, and 1 for Zoe Reed, who's got 8 now on the night. Makes it 57-39 with 17.7 seconds left. Zoe Reed, 8 points, 8 rebounds. Reed and Cox were fantastic for Lenox in softball this year. Cox broke the school record for single season home runs as Reed knocks that one down. It makes it 58-39. So Bedford's going to get one more possession in this one, and it's going to come on a long Danielle Rogers, too, that is well short and into the hands of Izzy Curtis with 5 seconds left. We'll see if Lenox takes a shot or not. It won't because Curtis traveled with 2 seconds to go. Turning the ball back over to Bedford. Kind of a clunky start. Lenox held in offensively. They were up 7 after 1, 16 after 2. Third quarter run was the difference maker, and this one goes in the books as a 58-39 Lenox victory here tonight. The Tigers move to 3-0 on the season. We'll take a quick break. Back to wrap things up here in 30 seconds on KMA FM 99.1 Clarinda, Shenandoah.
Find your place at Northwest Missouri State University. From day one, experience a university like no other. In the classroom, you'll find career-ready academic programs and hands-on learning, not to mention championship sports teams and clubs. Find your passion and your people. Plus, textbooks and a fully loaded laptop are included in your tuition, with $19 million in scholarships and aid available. They also have a 97% placement rate. Visit nwmissouri.edu to apply today. Northwest Missouri State University, where Bearcats connect.
Oh, the girls' game has gone final here in Bedford tonight. Lenox moves to 3-0 on the year. A big night from Sadie Cox. How about this stat line? 24 points, 16 rebounds. She also by my unofficial tally, I had her for 6 steals as well. So Lenox moves to 3-0 on the year. They'll turn around. They get Mount Ayr coming up on Tuesday night. Meanwhile, Bedford, they drop to 2-1. They'll try to rebound when they take on North Nottoway. Bedford led tonight 11 points apiece from Destry Basinger and Vanessa Hill. Cadence Perkins came off the bench to drop 8. The boys game coming up here in about 15 minutes. Both of those teams started the year 1-0 with respective wins earlier on this week. So we're going to step aside. I'm going to go get some interviews after from the girls game, and we come back, we'll have the boys game for you. We're going to play some previously recorded segments from upon further review, including my chat with now retired Plattsmouth head football coach Bob Dezuris. Don't go anywhere, though. It's Bedford Lenox boys basketball on KMAF of 99.1 coming up here shortly. Upon further review, we always love catching up with KMA land coaches, former KMA land coaches that have decided to call it a career after many, many years of a lot of dedication and doing a lot of good for their communities and their programs, one of which recently announced his decision to step down, that being Bob Dezuris, who for the better part of the last decade has been the head football coach at Plattsmouth. He's on the phone with us now to talk about it. And, Coach, how are things going today?
Hey, pretty good. Just trying to enjoy this nice weather and getting some work done outside while I can with the little bit of sunlight that I have.
Yeah, it's crazy to think, the time we record this, 1st of December, and it's 70 degrees outside. Never would have saw that coming. Coach, you recently announced your decision to call it a career. I know it's been a long career for you, and we'll dive more into that here in a moment. But first off, what is it like to be a retired football coach at this point? Or do you even know yet, because it probably won't hit until August or September?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be different in the summer when they have somebody else hired for the weight room and stuff like that. I think that's when it's like 6 a.m. I should be somewhere, and I'm not. So I think that'll be part of it. And then in the fall, when you go to see the kids play, that'll be a real time to understand that, hey, this is for real, and it happens to all of us.
Let's just kind of go through your career a little bit. I know you've been at Plattsmouth for about the last 15 years. Correct me if I got that wrong there, but I know you had tweeted 37 years of coaching, multiple stops in there. Just kind of paint the picture for us of the Bob Dezuris coaching career.
Well, wow, we don't have that much time. But, when I was 23 years old, I was the head coach at an 8-man school down in Copeland, Kansas, and I wanted to be a head coach and move away from home, and got married and moved down there, and it was a great experience. We had good kids with very little structure, and so we had a lot of success and had some all winning seasons there. But I knew I needed to be a much better football coach, and that's when I became a graduate assistant at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Had a great 2-year experience there, and when you have a baby at home and you're only making a GA pay, you got to get a job. So the only job that was available when I took it was Fort Calhoun, which in 1991 had the longest losing streak in the state of Nebraska, and and we broke it, fortunately, that first year, and ended up having 4 consecutive winning records after two really tough years. But just had a great experience there, turning that whole thing around and finding out how hungry schools and kids and communities are for it was more about toughness. It's not a whole lot different than here. It's not like we won 10 games there. We had a lot of 6-3 records and a lot of records in which we were just a little bit better than somebody else. And then I had a chance to be an assistant coach at UNO when UNO still had football, by the way. And so 97, 98, 99, I was assistant at UNO and coached some great players. I mean, I had 2 players that played in the NFL, for heaven's sakes. That's how good of players we had in Division II here. And what a great experience that was. And I had a chance to go back to my alma mater as OC and then head coach at Midland for 7 years, and enjoyed every minute of that. And then when it was time to make a change there. I've been in Plattsburgh 15 years. That seems like a lifetime ago, but I did move around a bit. I have had to change a few jobs here and there, which is typical in the football world or in the sports world. It wasn't easy for my wife and my family, but as of now, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah, talk about the decision to retire after 37 years. You mentioned, multiple stops, lots of success. I know, as you also mentioned, it can take a toll on family and stuff. But how hard of a decision was it for you to finally decide to call it a career?
Well, it's, and I don't want to get into it too much, but when you've had a couple of back surgeries and a hip surgery and a knee surgery, you get up and you talk to your wife a lot and think, okay, what's it? When I have to ice after practice as much as the players do, you got to think about those things. And we've been talking about it for about a year, and then last summer we came to the conclusion that it would probably be my last year. And it was a team effort. My wife and I talked about it a lot, and prayed about it, and then after the season, I said, yeah, it's that's the way I feel. It's right. It's the right time. And then I felt that our program was very good and on solid footing, but hopefully with a nice, and I don't know what direction they're going to go at Plattsmouth, but you get a guy in here that can maybe be a little more creative offensively. I think the success can continue.
Again, talking with Plattsmouth head football coach Bob Dezuris, who's calling it a career after 37 years. As you alluded to, you started in coaching at the age of 23. Knowing now what you know, what would be the best piece of advice you would give 23-year-old Bob Dezuris?
Oh, wow. Don't if you have certain goals and dreams and aspirations, you got to go for it. You can't, if you sit back and you don't do something because, well, this is a bad financial move, or this is that, and sometimes it is. But if you use those, you'll never achieve your goals. I can't say that I achieved every goal I ever set out to do, but we achieved a lot of them. Learned to love a lot of great people along the way, and which is more important than anything, all the relationships I have, and I'll be thankful to have those relationships for a lot of years yet.
Where do you feel as a coach, maybe over the course of your career and all the different journeys and stuff you went on, that you grew the most?
It's really hard to pinpoint one thing, but my 6 years at Fort Calhoun, these guys, like I said, they had the longest losing streak in the state. They had lost 20 games in a row and had gone 13 games in a row without scoring when I got there in 91. And, I think we just kind of brought a toughness and an attitude that we knew it was going to be hard, but we're going to find a way to get out of this. And my first year, we started the season with 22 kids. We finished with 26. We actually gained more instead of losing them, which is the exact opposite of what happens these days. And 5 years later, we had a roster of 66 kids, and that was the interest level and the enjoyment that the kids had out of it. And I would be the first to say we were blessed to have some kids really grow up while we were there. I mean, my last year, we had a Class C offensive line that averaged 265 pounds and had two Division I offensive linemen. And it was just a great building experience and an experience that I'll never forget, just because of it seemed like a mountain that no one could climb, and we were fortunate. For the most part, we climbed it.
Talk about your last 14, 15 years at Plattsmouth. I know when I talked to Christian Meneses last week, he really had emphasized that, the last couple of years now with the success you guys have had, people across the state, they know what Plattsmouth football is. Speak to, what your time there has meant. And obviously, I would say, at least looking at it, now, it feels like you probably, left it in a better place than when you took over.
Well, I don't know about that. I just know that number one, when I came here as an assistant coach, and I was still fortunate enough to coach my youngest son, and then Ross went on to have a nice career at Nebraska. So that was really rewarding to be able to coach him. And then when I became head coach, we changed everything. We changed offensive philosophy. We from triple option football to a power based game, play action offense, and it was really tough at the beginning, but we figured it out, and really had some kids grow up in the program, and had kids that had a lot of success and had a lot of fun. And I think that and we've had good kids. There's a reason we've had 3 top 5 finishes in the last 6 or 7 years. We've got good kids, and we've had tough kids, and the weight room helps, and our administration did a great job of getting us a new weight room, and those things help. But it's still the kids that go out and play, and then our assistant coaches that believe in what we're doing and sell that every day, and there's times we weren't the prettiest we weren't the prettiest one out there on the dance floor, but we usually figured out how to find a win at the end of the night.
Again, talking with Plattsmouth head football coach Bob Dezuris. I know you've touched on a lot of different moments that stick out to you, like your time at Fort Calhoun and then being able to coach your son. But aside from those, what other moments, what other games, when you sit in the rocking chair, so to speak, in the future, are you going to kind of reflect and reminisce on?
Oh, just the relationships. That's one of the few good things about social media now. My first job down in Copeland, Kansas, all those dudes that I coached are as gray as I am, and it's like, and I still call them kids, and it's funny. It's those things I'll look at, and then just the relationships you make, whether it was in the high school side, and having kids be there for a program that got turned around, or being in a college or university side when you recruit kids or have kids when they're 18 years and old and unsure of themselves, and then when you see them go out into the real world as a 22-year-old man full of confidence and very successful down the road, those are things that I'll see. My 2 sons being on the sideline with me, holding my headphones and our cords, and learning words that you wish they didn't learn, and things like that. Those are going to be great memories as well. And both my parents are gone now, but they both got to see me coach a lot of games, and they were my biggest fans ever, and I'll remember that fondly. And my wife's she's put up with it all 37 years, and it's time that I hang out, give her a little more time in the fall.
What a fantastic career it was for Plattsmouth's Bob Dezuris. He chose to retire, and we wish him the best of luck with that. Coach, thank you so much for the time today. It's been fun monitoring your teams the last couple of seasons, and best of luck in retirement.
Oh, I appreciate it, Trevor. And we always appreciate what KMA has done to help promote our program over here, and we're always glad to talk with you.
We're talking with Creston head wrestling coach Cody Downing. His team off to a nice start to their 2021-22 season. Coach, it was a fantastic year for you guys last year. Returned some of the same pieces from that team. I know there's a little bit of turnover there, but you guys were able to kind of start the season off on the right foot with 3 dual wins on Tuesday night. Go back to Tuesday night. What did you see from your team that you liked?
Well, the coach in me goes to right away to here's what we got to work on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday before Saturday's tournaments. But we were able to just claw back, and we gave ourselves a chance to win each duel. We got behind in a few matches, and were able to come back and win. Just the resolve and toughness and conditioning from our kids is probably what I would single out as why we're able to get it done.
Yeah, and the duel, or the quad, I should say, you guys ended it with the win over Winterset. You beat I-35, beat Nottoway Valley, then you finished with Winterset. And you guys have had some really good duels with them over the last couple of years. Take us through that duel. What stood out to you that allowed you guys to be able to get that win that could pay dividends down the road?
Just bonus points, staying off our back in key situations. We were able to turn a couple of matches around that we lost last year. So, as a coach and a program, that makes us feel like we got some kids headed in the right direction. Duel started at heavyweight, state ranked for us, so we were right there. It was a 1-point match, gave ourselves a chance to win, but we were able to get some pins, and then for the most part, we were able to stay off our back, and a couple others. Winter set's probably not to full speed quite yet. I know we aren't either. I don't think you're seeing our finished product. Probably not theirs yet either. Probably won't be the last we see of them. But I think probably two teams that could be in contention. And we're going to see some others down the road that can be in contention also.
Again, talking with Creston head wrestling coach Cody Downing. Last year, you guys were led by Jackson Kinsella. The last couple of years, he had been phenomenal for you guys. He is graduated now at the University of Nebraska Kearney. Speak to, trying to, fill that void that he left, not only, on the mat with what he's able to do, but, kind of being that veteran presence as well.
Yeah, I mean, and not just Jackson. We had a great senior class. We had, Jackson and 2 other state qualifiers and 2 other kids.
All right, we're going to get the boys' game here in Bedford tonight. Trevor Mader with you, KMA FM 99.1, Clarinda Shenandoah, KMA Sports YouTube channel. It's Lenox in Bedford. If you were watching and listening earlier, you saw the Lenox girls get a 58-39 victory. We'll full rundown from that one available later on tonight. KMAland.com. Both of these teams come in 1-0. Bedford did so in a 67-23 win over Essex. Meanwhile, Lenox was all over Orient Maxburg on Tuesday night to move to 1-0. Lenox, the away team tonight under the guidance of head coach Curtis Fisher. He's assisted by former Cam and Nishnabotna head coach Nick Hodges. They're going to run with the lineup of Keaton England, Samson Adams, Gabe Funk, Owen Yunker, and Carter Reed. Meanwhile, Bedford 1-0 on the year, led by head coach Frank Seifert. They've got Tristan Cummings, Owen Lucas, Connor Nally, Asher Weed, and Silas Walston. 2 teams that returned quite a bit of production from last year, and I would say are probably pretty optimistic about their prospects for this upcoming season. Bedford, the home team tonight. They're in the all-whites with the silver jersey numbers. Always thought that's a pretty smooth look. Meanwhile, Lenox, the road team, they've got the black jerseys with the white numbers and the yellow trim. Owen Yunker to jump for the Tigers. And he wins the jump over Silas Walston of Bedford, and we're underway here in this Pride of Iowa Conference battle. Right side with it, Gabe Funk, and early on a travel call by Carter Reed. And it's a turnover to Bedford. So the Bulldogs will get their first possession. Owen Lucas running point for the Bulldogs. Lenox showing a little trap. Bedford gets it past though with Tristan Cummings on the right side. Cummings dribbling right to left. They'll hit it off. Owen Lucas goes left to right. A lot of weave action for Bedford. If you've watched them over the years, they love that. Now knifing to the lane, Asher Weed. Underhand scoop is good, and Bedford strikes first to make it 2-zip in their favor. On the bucket from Weed. Here's Funk. Kicks it out. Samson Adams dribbles the baseline. Swatted away by Cummings. It'll stay with Lenox. So Lenox coming off a pretty successful football season with many contributors from that team on this team. Here's an open lane steal. Asher Weed wants to lay one in, and he does. So the first 4 points of the night belong to Bedford and Asher Weed, and it's 4-zip Bulldogs here early on. Here's a jumper, no good for Lenox. That was Funk trying to get that one, and Weed comes up with the board. Bedford will bring it up and over quickly. Down low, Connor Nally, underhand layup, no good. Rebounded for Lenox by Gabe Funk. He brings it across half court. Samson Adams will get it out top. Now they go left side to Carter Reed. Reed back to Funk. He'll pull up from downtown. Off the iron, no good. Junker in good position on the rebound, but can't haul it in. And they'll go out of bounds back to Bedford. 6:33 left here in the first quarter. 4-zip. Bulldogs leading. Cummings will inbound it to Nally, and Lenox showing a little pressure. Bedford's got to get it over. Cummings gets it across, and then Walston took an extra step, got a little too far ahead of himself in the lane. Silas Walston travels, and it's a turnover for Bedford here early on. So Keaton England, multi-year starter for the Tigers, brings it up and carries. So another turnover. We kind of saw in the girls' game a little bit of a clunky start. It's the case so far through the first minute and 45 seconds or so of this one. Here's Cummings. Goes hard to the hoop. Gets deflected by Funk. It'll stay with Bedford, however, after the swap by Gabe Funk. On the inbound, Lucas thought about the corner three, kicks it out. Weed gets a screen, dribbles in, finds Lucas on a cut, left it short though. Rebounded by Funk, stolen back away by Cummings. Might have got a little too aggressive with it. And it'll be a foul on Bedford. Or no, they're going to say jump ball. I thought maybe a little too handsy. It's a jump ball, and it goes to Bedford. Lucas, Walston on the inbound, out top Cummings. They love to swing it around the perimeter and get an outside look. They get it from Asher Weed. No good. Walston goes up tall for the rebound and can't get the putback. Owen Junker comes up with it, a hard contact between Weed and Adams. They let him play through, though. It'll be out of bounds. It'll stay with Lenox. 5:41 left here in the first quarter. 4-zip. In favor of Bedford. Funk, Adams, long jumper from him, no good. And it went over the top of the basket, out of bounds. And it'll go back to Bedford. 5:34 left here in the first quarter. Broadcam 8969, Ethan Hewitt has Stanton Sidney in a corner conference battle. Stanton girls were up big in that one early. See if we can get an update from that. Stanton rolled to a 62-31 win there tonight. Weed thought about the long two. Bounce pass down low. Walston, power dribble, kicks it to Cummings, dribbles through two defenders, goes up strong, lays it in. And Tristan Cummings gets the bucket, and it's 6-zip Bedford here early on. Funk goes down low. Junker blocked by Walston into the hands, though, of Reed for Lenox. And a reset for the Tigers out top. England goes in, finds Junker. Lots of contact. Junker laid it in, but they call a foul on the floor before the shot. And that's going to be charged to Silas Walston as his first team foul from either side. Adams, jumper, no good from just inside the line, and we get an offensive foul on Lenox. So we go 3 minutes without a foul, and then we get two in the span of about 20 seconds. And that's on Owen Junker, his first. 4:48 left here in the first. Asher Weed finds Nally, who tried to go hard to the hoop. It was deflected. They're going to say off of a Tiger. It'll stay with Lenox, or with Bedford rather, with 4:43 left here in the first. Connor Nally will be the inbounder. They swing it around the perimeter. Walston on the right wing, dribbles right to left, kicks it out left side to Lucas. Left elbow. They'll swing it back around with Cummings out top. Gets a screen from Weed. Now Weed will cut. Cummings goes hard to the hoop. Went to Walston, but he traveled. And it's a turnover for Bedford. Lenox gets it back. 4:28 left here in the first quarter. Keaton England running point for the Tigers. On the right side, gets a step on his defender. Tough contested jumper, left short, rebounded by Asher Weed. And an opportunity for Bedford to move quickly up the floor. Weed dribbles in, lots of contact, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. What do they call? They call jump ball. Wow, I thought there was enough contact there to invoke a foul, but they say no, he had a hold of it as he went up. That creates a jump ball. The possession arrow goes to Lenox. Left side, England thought about squaring up, instead dribbles in, and he might have traveled. No, 3-second call on Lenox. Either way, it's a turnover for Lenox. And it goes back to Bedford. .347 left here in the first. 6-zip Bedford. This Proud of Iowa Conference battle. Waltzed it hard to the hoop and then just kind of threw it away. It's stolen away by Reed. Reed will run it up and across. Out top to England. Funk might have got away with the travel. Now fires a long two that is good. And Lenox gets on the board with Gabe Funk jumper. Funk was the quarterback of their 9-1 football team this year. Walston in the paint, being guarded by Yunker. Looking for an outlet, gets it to Lucas, who will reset the offense. Nally thought about a three, instead he'll bounce past Walston, high post. Weed, dribble drive to the hoop, and a whistle, and a foul, or a 3-second foul called on Samson Adams. Let's see. Second team foul on Lenox here in this quarter. 3:05 left in the first. Cummings with it out top. Well, Bark orders offensively. Now dribble in, kicks it out left side, Asher Weed. Back to Lucas, bounce pass Cummings, who gets the extra bounce pass to Walston, but he traveled. And it's a turnover. Back to Lenox, and Bedford going to clear the bench and bring in a whole new rotation. Micah Nally among those, Quentin King, Logan Moyer, Clay Savage. Here's Funk with it for Lenox. They swing it around the perimeter. Reed outside. We'll hand it off. Funk goes back to England. Gets a high screen from Yunker. They kick it back to Funk. Funk, jump stop. Jumper left short. Rebound tip though back to England. Step back tray from him, no good. Reed gets the board that time and is fouled by Clay Savage. After that one, and that'll be the second team foul on Bedford with 2:21 left here in the first quarter and a 6-2 Bulldog lead. They lob it in to Samson Adams. He leaves it short. Micah Nally is the man that comes up with the rebound, and then Bedford turns it over the other way. Logan Bucher also into the game for Bedford. They'll bring their defense out a little bit on the inbound. England brings it up and across. Goes left side. Here's Reed. Stop and pop. Good from Carter Reed. Makes it 6-5. So Lenox with the last 5. Under 2 left here in the quarter. King thought about the three. It's stolen away, though, by Lenox. And then Bedford trying to play that one with Clay Savage. Got a little too handsy and gets called for the reach-in foul. That's the third of this game for the Bulldogs. And now they will make one substitution. Looks like Connor Nally will come in. Clay Savage checks out. Lenox has rolled with the same 5 so far through the first quarter. Off the screen, England has a step on Nally, wants to knife to the hoop, then trying to make the extra pass. It was deflected, bodies all over the place, so they're going to get a whistle on Bedford. That's likely going to be on Logan Moyer. When bodies come flying in like that, somebody's going to get called for something more often than not. And that time the guilty party is Logan Moyer. It's his first. It's the 14th foul for Bedford. And Lenox will lob it out top. Gabe Funk gets it. Makes the pass to Junker. Step underneath the hoop. Has it blocked by Connor Nally into the hands of England. Fadeaway, no good from him. Adams came streaking in. He got the board. Lenox still with it. They make the extra pass to Adams, though, and he turns it over. So Lenox gets back-to-back offensive rebounds and can't do anything with them. And Bedford's going to get it back with 1:15 left in the first, up 6-5. Now he thought about dribbling in. Now goes to Bucher. Out top, Moyer. Moyer is guarded nicely. Has it stolen away by Adams into the hands of Micah Nally. And Nally with the ball, swing it around. Connor Nally with it out top now. Right side, Bucher. Step on his defender. Instead, picked up though by England. Nally, he wants to let one fly, but chooses otherwise. And Moyer will go on a pass from Connor Nally. Shot no good. Owen Junker with the rebound. We're down to 40 seconds left in the quarter. And England will bring it across. Kind of recklessly went to Junker, and then him and Connor Nally make contact. I think they're going to get Connor Nally with the foul. It will be on Connor Nally. That's his first. It's the 5th team foul on Bedford in this quarter. 28 seconds left in the quarter. Adams got it on the inbound. They'll swing it around the perimeter. Here's Reed left side. Hard bounce pass in the lane. Adams fadeaway is good. And Lenox has scored the last 7. They take a 7-6 lead. Bedford will move quickly up the floor. Micah Nally goes hard to the hoop. Lost it. He traveled before he lost it. And Lenox is going to get it back with 10.2 ticks left in the first quarter. England brings it up. They go to Adams, 5. Adams with 3. Contested jumper, no good from him. And that's how the quarter will end. So Bedford scored the first 6. Lenox scored the next 7. And we go to the second, 7-6 Lenox here on KMA FM 99.1 and on the KMA Sports YouTube channel. Second quarter coming up here in just a moment.
Western Community College has important news for you. If you're a high school senior trying to figure out what your next step in life will be after high school, consider this. Students learning trade-specific skills will get you into the workplace quicker, making a good living and having a lot less college debt. Iowa Western offers 1 to 2 year programs in nursing, welding, industrial tech, and advanced manufacturing, plus many others. Great skills and great pay in less time. Talk to Iowa Western Community College in Clarinda and Shenandoah and start planning your future now.
Welcome back to Bedford here on KMA FM 99.1. Clarinda, Shenandoah, Trevor Mader with you here tonight. Proud of Iowa Conference basketball action. Lenox finishes the quarter on a 7-6 run, or 7-0 run, to take a 7-6 lead after Bedford scored the first 6. So we go to the second now here tonight, and it'll be Lenox basketball as we start that second frame. In the backcourt with Keaton England. England brings it across the timeline. It's a high screen from Junker. Back to Adams out top. A couple dribbles for him. Some weave action to Reed on the right side. It will go back out top. Gabe Funk. Funk to England. Now he gets a screen. England thought about dribbling in. Instead, Adams contested 3. Banked in. And Samson Adams, the bank is open for him. It's 10-6. 10 in a row for Lenox. They get the first bucket to start the second quarter. They go to Walston on a cut. Cummings draws contact. He'll go to the line. And all 6, 4 of Bedford's 6 points came from Asher Weed. Tristan Cummings got the other 2, and that foul's on Owen Junker. That is his second and Lennox's third. So Cummings, free throw is good. Stops a 10-0 run for Lenox. Bedford now brings their starters back out on the floor after that. So 10-7. Cummings can't quite make it. 10-8. And then Bedford trying to play the offensive rebound, doesn't get it. And it goes out of bounds back to Lenox. Lenox will bring it up. Keaton England being the man doing the honors there. England dribbles out of trouble. Bounce pass down low, and they'll swing it around the perimeter. Reed, England, step back, triple, no good. Owen Lucas rebounded. Bedford the run out. Connor Nally, open pass, and lays it in. They love to get out in space. Any basketball team would love to get out in space, and it's 10-9. And then Lenox trying to run the other way, and it was out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of Cummings. It'll stay with the Tigers. Lenox has a new face in. It's Donald Basher in there for Yonkers. Funk with it right now out top. Left side, three, Reed, and out no good. And coming up with the board for Bedford is Asher Weed. Cummings, underhand pass. Walston gets big, gets blocked by Bedford. Gets it back though. And the Bulldogs with the reset. Or daring Cummings to square up. He thought about it, and then Basher came over at the last moment. Now Nally, stop and pop. No good. Rebound though by Silas Walston, who gets it to Cummings. He'll go back to Nally. Weed, hard to the hoop, and he's fouled by Gabe Funk. That all transpired because of the offensive rebound by Connor Nally, or by Silas Walston after the missed three by Connor Nally. They were able to move the ball efficiently. They get that foul call on Gabe Funk. That is his first, Lennox's fourth. Cummings misses the front end of the free throws. Excuse me, Weed misses the front end of the free throws. And the next one is good. We're tied at 10. So Weed now with half of Bedford's points. And it's a little 3-0 run for Bedford. As I say that, there's a three by Basher left short. Nice box out by Silas Walston. Creates the rebound for Connor Nally. Cummings up length of the floor, lays it in. And Bedford a little run here. Makes it 12-10. We've traded runs so far here tonight. Bedford and the Bulldogs lead with 5:42 left in the half. Now a steal. Nally, move is poked by Nally. Owen Lucas got it. Leaves a shot short. Put back. Walston no good. Second time is good. It wasn't the cleanest way. Maybe Silas Walston just wanted to add another rebound to his total. And he does that. Makes it 14-10 Bedford. It was 7-6. The Bulldogs got on a run here. It was 10-6, so an 8-0 run for Bedford. Owen Lucas came out, by the way, for the Bulldogs. There's Funk off a screen, launches a three that is short. Rebound, though, is corralled by Funk. And he travels in the paint. There'll be a turnover for Lenox. Now Bedford will bring in another substitution. Owen Lucas will come back in. They're going to bring Quentin King out again for Bedford. 5:09 left here in the half. 14-10, Bedford leading Lenox. Cummings to Weed. Weed step on his defender. Hard to the hoop. Tough shot. Doesn't go, but he'll go to the line. And Asher Weed draws the foul on Gabe Funk. That's his second. It's going to be the sixth. That 15 foul on Lenox. And Weed, who just went 1 of 2 a moment ago, misses the front end. 14-10 Bedford. On top here on KMA-FM and KMA Sports YouTube channel. Next one from Weed. Misses that one as well. Off the iron long. Chased down by Donald Basher. Now Lenox wants to go. He'll kick it out. Here's Reed. Contested three. Good. And Carter Reed has a couple of triples to his name tonight. Makes it 14-13. And Bedford will move quickly. Walston kicks it out. Cummings back to Nally. Down low, Lucas trying to get big. Tough shot, left short. Fights for the rebound. Gets it and is fouled before the shot. They're going to say it was on the floor. Shot was good, but contact happened before that. And it's a foul on Keaton England. It's a 6 for Lenox. Now the inbound, Lucas, 3, good. They left him open, even if for just a moment. Owen Lucas makes him pay, and it's 17-13 advantage Bedford. Every time there's a travel on Basher, he was trying to pass it out to England and took an extra step. Every time Lenox has seemed to maybe get a little bit comfortable, Bedford has just a little surge in them. And that's put them at 17-13. Connor Nally now running point for the Bulldogs. 4:13 left in the half. He'll go hard to the hoop, gets a screen up and left long. Rebounded by Samson Adams for Lenox. Adams gets by his defender, underhand and one. Lucas, I think, gets called for the foul. And a chance for the old school three-point play that is on Owen Lucas. It's a 6-team foul on Bedford, so the next one on either side would put the opponent in the bonus. Samson Adams does tie this game. He kind of laid flat off the rim for a moment. He doesn't tie it. He makes it 17-16. Bedford goes the other way. Walston with it out top, gets a screen. He'll go right side. Nally traveled. Did that thing where his feet got to moving maybe a little quicker than what his brain was there, and that happens a lot. And it's a turnover for Bedford. 3:42 left here in the half. 17-16 in favor of the Bulldogs. Funk got a screen. He'll kick it left side England. Trying to post up Yonkers back into the game. Instead, long pass Reed. He'll hand it back off Adams to Funk. Back to Reed. A couple of threes for him already tonight. He'll hand it off, though, after 2 dribbles. They win the paint. Adams, tough jumper is no good. Had a shot, but Asher Reed comes up with the rebound for Bedford. Now he'll pull a 3 that is left wide and into the hands of Gabe Funk for a rebound. And Lenox will bring it up and across with Keaton England. England kicks it out. Funk traveled. Again, he wanted to kind of bait the defender a little bit, and his feet got to moving too quickly. And so Lenox turnover with 3 minutes left here in the half. Cummings to Walston. Bounce pass down low. Lucas, turnaround jumper. Tough shot, no good. Owen Yunker comes up with the rebound for Lenox, and they'll bring it across with Reed, who kicks it to England. Now they'll go back to Reed. Reed, a triple left short. And Lucas, Nally rather, came up with the board, throws it out to Lucas, who gets it to Cummings, and they'll slow it down a little bit. Weed, open path to the lane, draws contact, he'll go to the line. Do a good job of maybe leaning into the contact a little bit, and the seas just parted for him in the paint. He took it to the dish, and he didn't get the bucket, but got the next best thing, which is a trip to the free throw line, as that was called on Samson Adams. That is Lennox's 7th, so that puts Bedford in the bonus from here on out. And the first one is good from Asher Weed. Give him 6 on the night. It's 18-16. Can't convert the back end. It's rebounded by Carter Reed. Reed brings it over, and Funk gets it now. Gets a screen from Reed. Kind of got away with the travel. Now Adams back to Funk, and that time they don't get away with the travel. They do the old set the screen, have a guy on the wing drive hard. Funk just moved a little too quickly. It's Bedford ball with 2:08 left here in the first half. Walston will hand it off to Nally. Looks like Lenox playing some man defense maybe. Maybe some matchup zone. So they go down low, it's deflected by Bedford, and then Lenox gets it back. Here's Reed, he wants to pull up a 3, it's good. You give him an open shot, he's gonna knock it down. And Lenox takes the lead at 19-18 on the triple from Reed. Tough shot, Weed off the glass, no good. Lucas went tall for the board, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. That foul is called on Samson Adams. It looked like was the initial No, correct that. Carter Reed. I saw the one. Again, I shouldn't guess. First free throw from Lucas, no good. Weed gets the rebound, though, and a foul on the floor. Bedford to the free throw line by my tally, 3 of 9. Lenox only got to the free throw line one time so far tonight, and that foul is on Samson Adams. That is his third. It's a 19 foul on Lenox in this half. Minute 29 left here in the half. 19-18, Lenox leading. Weed can't tie it on the 1-and-1. Long rebound chase down, out of bounds. Off of Lenox, and it'll go to Bedford. The official kind of took his time, signaling who that possession. Goes hard, picked up, double teamed. He's fouled. Basher and Yunker were both there. One of them's going to get called for the whistle. And the guilty party on that one was Basher. So Weed, the free throw line, misses the front end, and another missed free throw for Bedford. Weed particularly 2 of 8 from the line. Next one, no good as well. Rebound won by Carter Reed, and then a whistle and a foul on Bedford. Connor Nally, the guilty party. And that's the 7th on Bedford, so it's going to put Lenox in the bonus with Carter Reed at the line. Reed makes the front end, and it's 20-18, so by virtue of making the first one, he gets the second one. Carter Reed now with 10 on the night. Next one from him is no good. Rebound by Weed. Here comes Bedford. In the lane, Walston kicks it back out. Corner 3, Nally left short into the hands of Yunker, and a run-out opportunity for Lenox. 2-on-1. Throw is behind Basher, and it's out of bounds as a turnover. That had points written all over it if that pass is on a rope, but it wasn't. And it's a turnover back to Bedford with exactly a minute left in the first half, and Lenox up 20-18. Cummings wanted to go to Weed. He was picked up defensively, though. Weed will kick it to Walston. Lost it for a moment. Goes up strong. Misses it. Put back no good. And that time Owen Yunker gets the rebound, and then Walston's going to get called for the foul. That's when Walston was trying to get away. He knew he was in a precarious spot. Couldn't do it quickly enough, though. And that's the 8th foul on Bedford in this half. Second on Silas Walston. And Owen Yunker, who is scoreless so far tonight, will go to the line with 46.4 seconds left in the first half, and his team up 20-18. Yunker misses the first one, flat off the iron. Rebound, though, by Funk. And they'll reset. Reed, hot hand. It stays hot. Carter Reed gets the rebound. Or Funk got the rebound, rather. Reed gets the triple, and it's 23-18. He's got 13 on the night. Here's a 3 the other way for Bedford. No good. And rebounded by Carter Reed. We'll go to England. England had it poked away, and they're going to say it was last touched by him. Makes it Bedford ball with 22.9 seconds to go in the half. And a 23-18 Lenox lead. See if the Bulldogs play for the last shot. Reed with it out top. Now goes to King. Bounce pass, Nally. Nally, Lucas got behind the defense. Tough shot, no good. Rebound is good through the contact. And that is likely how the quarter is going to end. Owen Lucas cuts us down to a 3-point game. That's how the half ends as well. And we will go to the break. 23-20. Lenox leading Bedford here on KMA FM 99.1 Clarinda, Shenandoah, and on the KMA Sports YouTube channel. We will take a quick break. Halftime coverage coming up here in just a little bit.
When buying insurance, finding protection closer to home is always a great choice. Legacy Mutual Insurance in Clarinda is a local company and has served communities in southwest Iowa since 1870. We have independent agents ready to help you with your farm, home, and auto coverage. Go to our website at legacymutualia.com for a complete listing of our agents. For over 150 years, your family's needs and success have been our priority. That's our legacy at Legacy Mutual Insurance.
Since 1892, Malvern Bank has been building community from 404 Main Street in Malvern, Iowa. For generations, Malvern Bank has been serving local businesses, families, and farms to help them achieve their goals in every step of their lives. From saving for college to planning for retirement and everything in between, Malvern Bank is your full-service community bank. Call, click, or stop in today to apply for an account, loan, or credit card. Malvern Bank, we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's 23-20. Lenox leading this Proud of Iowa boys basketball battle. So far tonight, Carter Reed leading the way for Lenox. He's got 13 points off of a couple of three-pointers. For Bedford, they're led by Asher Weed with 6 points, 5 apiece from Owen Lucas and Tristan Cummings. Again, halftime here in Bedford. We're going to step aside for a little bit, play a previously recorded interview from upon further review. I had a chance earlier this week to catch up with Lewis Central alum Caleb Schuback, who is kicking at the University of Iowa. Really neat story. His is. You can check out the entire story online, KMALand.com right now. But they're going to play in the Big Ten Championship game tomorrow night. So let's hear that interview. When we come back, we'll get you set for the second half of Lenox Bedford basketball on KMA FM 99.1 and on the KMA Sports YouTube channel. Into upon further review, we always love catching up with former KMA Landers that are doing awesome things at the collegiate level. One of which that has been really impressive this year has been former Lewis Central standout Caleb Schuback. He's had a fantastic year at the University of Iowa. It was just named the Big Ten Special Teams Player of the Week last week after a great performance against Nebraska. And he's with us now. Caleb, how are things going today, man?
Really good. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for joining us. First off, for you, you get named Big Ten Special Teams Player of the Week. You have a big game against Nebraska to help Iowa get the win. What has this last couple of days been like for you?
It's been kind of crazy, actually. Well, once Minnesota upset Wisconsin, we kind of got into gear and had to figure out our schedule pretty quick to, get ready for this week. But no, it's been exciting, been a lot of fun, and been a lot of energy around the building. Yeah,
you guys had the interesting dynamic of you playing Friday, and then your fate being determined in terms of whether or not you were going to qualify for the Big Ten championship game, on whether or not Minnesota beat Wisconsin. What was Saturday kind of? Was there a lot of scoreboard watching, or were there some nerves? What was that like?
Yeah, there was a ton of scoreboard watching. A bunch of us got together and were watching the game. And a lot of us were at the edge of our seat. I'd probably say more nervous than watching those games than actually playing our games. But, because we obviously couldn't control what was going to happen. So, yeah, all of us edge of our seats the whole day. And, ultimately, we're playing on Saturday and going to be more excited for it.
Get to with Caleb Schuback, Lewis Central alum, now kicking at the University of Iowa. You said this week has been kind of crazy for you. What has this year been like? It's been a fantastic year for you, at least it looks like from the outside perspective. But for you internally, what has it been like to navigate through it?
It's been a lot of fun. I finished a lot of my main schooling last semester, and I'm kind of just finishing up a couple of light things. But so I don't really have a whole lot of academic commitments. So I've been able to sit back and kind of enjoy the process, enjoy practice. Really do a lot of recovery things and take care of myself. But no, it's also been a lot of fun kind of seeing 5 years of patience and, hard work kind of come to life and have it do it with some of my best friends. And so one of my roommates, Austin, I've lived with for 6 years now. We kind of do this together, and it's been a lot of fun doing it with him and having a great snapper and holder and Luke Elkin and Ryan Gasande. I've been fortunate and blessed to have them around, and then also, also kick balls with Troy Taylor every day has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I bet. I get to with Caleb Schuback of Lewis Central, who's kicking the University of Iowa. I think a lot of people have been, made familiar of your story. This is your sixth year at Iowa. You'd been kind of behind some really good kickers. You stayed the course, and it's paying off for you. And I think a lot of people can learn from that. But how gratifying has it been? I know there were probably times along the way where maybe you thought about not staying the course. I don't know. But how gratifying has this year been, knowing that you waited a long time to get here?
Wow, it's just incredibly gratifying. Kind of, seeing, you always hear hard work pays off. In the end, that always wins, and kind of see that truth it's been amazing, been a lot of fun. Because yeah, you're right. There's times where I kind of questioned, if I could do it, if I should do it. I put my name in the portal at one point, but sitting behind guys like Miguel and Keith, I did learn a lot, and I think I wouldn't be where I am, if I didn't learn those kind of things and go through, the process with them.
Yeah, where do you feel you've grown the most, say from the time that you stepped on campus to where you're at now? Where is Caleb Shudak maybe became a better kicker?
I'd say my just overall confidence in myself. So whether that's my ability just to mentally get locked in for a rep, or just having the utmost confidence in my technique and my abilities. I go out there. I know if I were to miss one, I know I'm not going to miss the next one. Have the most confidence in myself to say that and put in the work, and just showed myself that I can do that. So yeah, I'd say just the confidence in my abilities, not questioning what I'm doing, has been huge. I got here in 2016, and that was not true. Every day it was kind of a Hail Mary. I'd hope and pray to God that I could make a kick. I didn't know where it was going to go, and I just didn't trust myself. I didn't trust my abilities, and ultimately 5 years of work and a lot of coaching, I got to that point. I think that's been huge.
Yeah, you've had a fantastic year all season, but the Nebraska game was phenomenal. You're able to knock down 4 field goals. Take us through what it meant for you, growing up, just a little over an hour away from Nebraska. Maybe you had, friends and family in attendance, I'm sure. In that situation, I'm sure some of you've been waiting a long time for. What was that like?
Oh, that was an incredible experience. You're right. Growing up close to Nebraska and Iowa State, those are probably the 2 teams I've watched the most. Being able to do that against them, got a lot of family members that are Husker fans, so kind of bittersweet to rub in their face like that. But I'm sure the offense wanted to score more, but in the end we got enough points on the board to win the game. So it was just a lot of fun, being a part of that and being able to help the team win.
The special teams was phenomenal on your end, and then I know you guys have a block punt as well that leads to a touchdown, and then Torrey was able to pin a couple down as well, one of which created a safety. What is it that makes the special teams tick? You hear a lot of programs, a lot of coaches talk about emphasizing special teams, but it seems like it definitely, at least Friday, you guys really exemplified that. What is it that makes the special teams as good as they've been this year?
I think there's a couple of things that go into that. I think, for one, for us, it starts with having a coach, Coach Woods, that is so passionate about special teams and knows the impact of every phase of special teams, whether that's field goal, we're actually putting points on the board, or punt return, you're trying to get a 10 or 15-yard return that ultimately eliminates the entire first down for the offense. But his passion and attention to those details is huge for us. And then I also think it comes down to Coach Ferentz showing the team in film. He'll show a series of plays from the game, and it'll just show the value of such teams and how it leads to complementary football. Whether that's, so the offense might go 3 and out, Torrey punts the ball, they down them at the 5 or the 10 somewhere, where the opposing offense has to now drive 90 yards. Then the defense gets a stop, offense gets the ball back, say around the 50. Boom, you got field position right there, and that ultimately leads to points. And he kind of ingrains that in everybody's head, so we all know just the value of field position points and what special teams can do for us.
Getting time with Lewis Central alum Caleb Shudak, now kicking at the University of Iowa. You guys now get ready for a Big Ten championship game against Michigan. Those are always exciting. Iowa hasn't been there since 2015. What's kind of the approach for you going into it?
So I think we're fortunate that we take every week. It's pretty much the same schedule, it's the same routine. So I think that'll kind of keep us grounded and keep us, in the flow of things. But also there's just this new energy.
And best of luck on Saturday.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
We're going to begin the second half here in Bedford. It's 23-20, Lenox leading Bedford. It is Bedford basketball coming out to begin this third quarter, and they've got it out top. Asher Weed, a weave action for the Bulldogs. And Weed back with it now, and again, they go hard on that weave action. Nice Euro step. Nally, shot no good. Lucas had a big offensive rebound at the end of the first half. Gets one there as well. That turns into points. That's 23-22. Lucas now with 7 to lead all scorers for Bedford. And then Lennox's first offensive possession of the half ends with a travel. So not the start they probably envisioned to this frame. And Bedford cuts it down to 1 and now has a chance to maybe take the lead. Nally kind of faked like he was going to kick it out to Cummings, took it himself. Lucas will go Cummings to Weed. Weed was big early on, kind of quiet lately. Cummings step on the defense. Lots of contact. They let him play through. He gets it back. And then Junker might have got away with some contact there. And here goes Lenox the other way. Adams dribbles in, and did he travel? Another call, offensive foul, it looks like, on Samson Adams. They're going to say he pushed off. So that's the first team foul of the half for Lenox, and that's Adams' fourth. That's a big one. He's got 8 points tonight. He comes out, down Basher comes in. Both teams really only ran about 6 deep in that first half. Nally with it out top for Bedford. He'll be picked up, so he gets it to Lucas. Lucas sees an opening, swings it left side. Weed, a triple, bang! Asher Weed from downtown gives Bedford the lead. It's 25-23. First 5 of this half have gone to the Bulldogs. Funk, back out top, Basher. England got by his defender. Might have got away with a carry. Gets it back to Funk. Right side, Basher, who goes back to Funk. Reed had a couple of big threes early on. Has it go between his legs, out of bounds. It's a turnover for Lenox, and back to Bedford it goes. 6:14 left here in the third, 25-23 in favor of Coach Frank Seifert Bulldogs. They're 1-0 on the year. Lenox also 1-0, led by head coach Curtis Fisher in his third year at the helm. And we're going to get a moving screen on Bedford now. So we just had one moments ago on Lenox, and this time the guilty party is Silas Walston for Bedford. That's his first team foul of the half for the Bulldogs. England thought about the step back, instead dribbles in, draws contact, hit the deck, and gets the whistle from official Gary Dinkla. And we're going to charge that one to Tristan Cummings. It's the second for Bedford in this half. England floater off the glass and one! Keaton England finishes. And now it's a little run for Lenox to tie it up, and that's on Silas Walston. That's his third. So Walston comes out. Looks like Logan Bucher was the man that came in for Bedford. He was. Free throw no good, and a whistle on the rebound attempt. And they're going to say it was out of bounds off of Lenox. They'll go back to Bedford. 25 all, 5:51 left here in the third. Weed dribbles in, lost it, had to kick it out to Nally to avoid the travel. Nally goes hard to the hoop, and they're going to say he traveled, and it goes back to Lenox. So Lenox will bring it across. 5.5 left here in the third. England tried to feed Junker down low. It was deflected, intercepted by Nally. Here's a run out. Lucas underneath the basket. Gets it to roll. Owen Lucas has been cleaning things up in the paint for Bedford, and it's 27-25 in favor of the Bulldogs. Down low, Basher. Ooh, tough foul. Bucher got put in a bad spot. Tried to get out of it, but got caught before he could. And It's going to be another foul for Bedford. It'll be their fourth of the half. Lenox on the inbound looking for something. Reed just has to get it to England. England will kick it out. Basher, Reed. He had 13 in the first half. He'll hand it off to Funk. Funk thought about squaring up. Takes it to the dish. Jump step. Draws the foul. No, traveled. He tried to draw the contact. Took a step before doing so. And Bedford gets it back. Cummings with it out top. Goes hard to the hoop. Floater with the kiss. Tristan Cummings makes it 29-25. He's now got 7 on the evening. And then a turnover. Lenox just too far ahead of themselves the other way. And Bedford's going to get it back up 4. With it out top. Weed through the traffic, leaves the shot short, rebounded by Gabe Funk. And now England with it will go back to Funk. He traveled. He did that in the first half as well. He got to moving too quickly, and Coach Curtis Fisher wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. Bedford up 29-25 with 4:15 left here in the third on KMAFM 99.1. Clarinda, Shenandoah.
Since 1892, Malvern Bank has been building community from 404 Main Street in Malvern, Iowa. For generations, Malvern Bank has been serving local businesses, families, and farms to help them achieve their goals in every step of their lives. From saving for college to planning for retirement and everything in between, Malvern Bank is your full-service community bank. Call, click, or stop in today to apply for an account, loan, or credit card. Malvern Bank, we build community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It was a 9-2 run for Bedford to start the third. They lead 29-25. 4:13 left here in the third quarter on KMAFM 99.1 Clarinda, Shenandoah. Bedford basketball. Tristan Cummings goes to Connor Nally. And now Lucas, who's been tough lately, goes to Logan Bucher. Kicks it back out. Weed, open three. Good three. Asher Weed, and it's 32-25. And it's now a 12-2 run for the Bulldogs. Reed traveled again. That's about the 4th time tonight that Lenox has tried the shot fake out top and then took an extra step in the process. Funk did that a couple times, and Reed gets caught with it there. Bedford gets it back up 7, trying to put some more separation between them and Lenox. Lucas on the left side goes down low. Cummings, they're going to get Funk with the reach-in foul. Be the 3rd on Lenox in this half. And 3rd on Funk in this ballgame. Now he's looking for some type of option. He just goes out top. Weed, who swings it to Lucas. Lucas wants to go hard to the hoop. Instead dribbles right side. Picks it up. They went to Cummings. It was deflected. Lucas gets it back. He goes hard, and he can't finish. He traveled anyway. Wouldn't have mattered. Owen Lucas, when he gets the ball, he takes it to the rack, and he takes it with bad intentions. It's worked at times tonight. He's got 9. England will dribble in, kicks it out. Basher lost it for a moment. Here's Reed to Funk. They go down low. Junker quiet tonight, can't get that one, and it's chased down, and Reed couldn't come up with the rebound. It'll stay with Lenox. 3:03 left here in the third quarter. 32-25 Bedford. Inbound, Junker. Contested shot, no good. Follows it, then he's blocked by Weed. He gets it back and draws the foul. So give Owen Junker another rebound. My Velisca math tells me that is 8 for him. He doesn't have any points, though. He can change that, as Logan Bucher was the man that hacked him. Fifth on Bedford. Junker trying to get in the scorebook, and he doesn't there. Bedford will make a substitution. Looks like Quentin King will come in for Logan Bucher. Oh, and Junker, another free throw attempt, and he knocks it down. And they wave it off. They're going to say he was over the line. Somebody was over the line. And they wave off the free throw attempt, or the free throw conversion at least. And we stay at 32-25. Weed with it out top, being guarded by Junker. He goes hard to the rack, can't quite finish. Junker gets another rebound. Lenox will run it out. Reed, open three, blocked. Connor Nally came trailing in, got a hand on it. And now a loose ball stolen away by Bedford. Run out, Lucas lays it in. And that transition bucket swings things to a 9-point lead for Bedford at 34-25. And Coach Curtis Fisher going to call a timeout. It's a 14-2 Bedford run here on Cam AFM 99.1. Clarinda, Shenandoah.
Nutrien Ag Solutions is your leading agricultural retailer of crop inputs and expert solutions. And they're your choice in the region for top-of-the-line products and customer service. When nothing short of the best is your standard, talk with Nutrien Ag Solutions in Westboro, Missouri, Coyne, Percival, and Essex, Iowa for fall application and products. Nutrien Ag Solutions, growing your crops and your bottom line.
34-25, Bedford leading Lenox here on Cam AFM 99.1. We got a minute 55 left here in the third. Asher Weed on the inbound three. Bang! Asher Weed knocks it down. It's 37-25. It was 23-20 at halftime. It's now a 17-2 Bedford run. England the other way gets fouled. Weed with 15. We've got a minute 39 left here in the third. That foul is on Connor Nally. It's his third. And it's the 6 on Bedford. It puts Keaton England at the free throw line. He knocks down the first one. 37-26. Bucher going to come in for Nally, probably for the remainder of the quarter. And Lenox going to put their trust in Samson Adams for the next 99 seconds. England hits that one as well, and now we've got a timeout. We'll stay here. If you're just tuning in, Lenox was up 23-18 late in the second quarter. Owen Lucas got a bucket, cut it down to 23-20. Bedford then went on a 17-2 run to make it 37-25. Just moments ago, Keaton England went 2 of 2 from the free throw line to make it 37-27 here in the final minute of the third quarter. So it'll be Lenox basketball coming out of the timeout. Or Bedford basketball, rather, coming out of the timeout. With a minute 38 left in the third. Lucas gets it to Cummings, goes back to King. Now Cummings hard to the hoop, underhand layup, rolls it in. And Tristan Cummings makes it 39-27 in favor of the Bulldogs. The minute 15 left in the third. Funk to Reed, swings it down low. Junker, he traveled. And Bedford's going to get it back with a minute 9 left in the third quarter. Big run for the Bulldogs up to this point. Pass kind of behind Bucher, almost out of bounds. He saves it. They'll swing at Weed, kicks it out behind King, chases it down off his foot. They'll reset with Cummings way out top. Cummings gets a screen from Bucher, bounce pass to King. 50 left here in the third. Bucher, Cummings way out top. Left side Weed. We'll go back to Cummings, to King. Taking their time offensively is Bedford. He's double-teamed as King. He'll swing it. Weed. Bounce past Lucas. Goes at his feet. Does a good job of hauling it in. Picks up the dribble. Goes to Cummings. Underhand scoop. Lays it in. 41-27. Tristan Cummings the last four for Bedford. He's into double figures. That's 3 for the Bulldogs here tonight. England hit the deck. He traveled. So double dribble. Either way, it goes back to Bedford with 18 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's been a great quarter for the Bulldogs. They can try to add to their lead here. Lenox will extend their press. Bedford breaks it though. 6 seconds left. Lucas, Cummings, swinging around. King, 2, Booker. They got to get a shot off Booker. Floater, fouled before the horn. So Logan Booker, kind of a desperation shot. He knew time was of the essence and just kind of let one fly, draws contact. That's on Keaton England. It's his second. It's the 4th team foul for Lenox. So we're going to get 2 untimed free throws from Booker. He misses everything on the first one and then looks over to the Bedford bench, lets out a little smile, and he'll try to regroup and hit the next one, which he does. So we go to the 4th. How about that? It was a 22-4 quarter for Bedford. They lead 42-27 here on KMA FM 99.1, Clarinda, Shenandoah.
Find your place at Northwest Missouri State University. From day one, experience a university like no other. In the classroom, you'll find career-ready academic programs and hands-on learning, not to mention championship sports teams and clubs. Find your passion and your people. Plus, textbooks and a fully loaded laptop are included in your tuition, with $19 million in scholarships and aid available. They also have a 97% placement rate. Visit nwmissouri.edu to apply today. Northwest Missouri State University, where Bearcats connect.
America is choosing to be a healthier nation. That's why so many people choose a Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and offer a full range of vitamins, non-prescription medicines, cold remedies, and convenient items for you and your family. And when it comes time to have a prescription filled, you can always count on your Health Mart family pharmacy to do it right. Take your next prescription to Oakland Pharmacy in Oakland, a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
42-27, Bedford leading Lenox here on KMA FM 99.1. Lenox basketball coming out of the timeout. Carter Reed gets it out top. He had 4 threes early on, didn't have any in the third quarter. They might try to get him going here. Adams with it, gets a screen from Reed. They'll hand it off England. England got the defender to leave his feet. Now Adams, 3, no good. Oh, they didn't know if they could get it, but they didn't. Owen Lucas comes up with the rebound for the Bulldogs. How about the night he's had? Hand it off Weed. Weed thought about shooting. Goes to Lucas. Lucas will hand it off to Cummings. Cummings hard to the hoop. Picked up defensively. He'll find Nally. Nally floater left wide. Rebound Owen Junker and a foul on Bedford. So I've got Owen Junker for 10 boards. 0 points. He can change that with this trip to the free throw line. So that was Connor Nally's 4th. It's a 7th team foul on Bedford. So Lenox is going to be in the bonus for the remainder of the night. Junker misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and Weed and Nally collided, or Weed and Lucas rather collided. Going down, Weed trying to get rid of it. They say he didn't get rid of it in time, and it's a travel. Junker kind of starts his free throw form from the waist and works up. So a little bit of an unorthodox form from Owen Junker. Came up empty that time. Here's Adams to the inbound, running floater. That was sweet from Samson Adams. Makes it 42-29. There's a long 2, Weed, no good, and they're going to get a whistle on somebody. And that's on Lenox. It's their 5th team foul of the half, and Carter Reed the guilty party. Lucas with it over in the corner. He'll go Walston in the paint. Walston back out top, Cummings to Lucas. He'll pop up a three. Bang! Owen Lucas with 14 on the night now, 45-29. Adams, contested shot, no good. Follows it, gets the board, kicks it out. Funk, step back, triple, yes. So there's the counter for Lenox, makes it 45-32. They need to get something going quickly, and Walston gets fouled going up. And he'll go to the line now. That's going to be the 8th foul on Lenox. No, it's 6th foul on Lenox. Bedford's got the 7. I have this backwards for a moment. Silas Walston at the free throw line. He's got only 2 points to his name tonight. That foul, by the way, on Owen Yunker, his 4th. Walston buries the first one, 46-32. If you're just tuning in, the Lenox girls got a 58-39 win in the opener. Walston trying to make it a Splitsville and gets that one to go. It's 47-32. England dribbles in. Adams, jump stop, fade away. That was nice. Samson Adams had a couple of sweet shots lately. 47-34. Walston, bounce pass to King. King goes up strong, misses a shot. Yunker gets the rebound. Lenox trying to chip into this lead. Down 13, 6 minutes left. Adams hard to the hoop, floater, good. Walston was in position to draw the charge. Good job by Adams, though, to not let that happen. And now Coach Frank Seifert wants to take a quick timeout and talk things over. 47-36 Bedford, 5:43 left here on KMAF 99.1.
OSI is considered a premier global food provider by many of the world's leading brands. OSI delivers leading-edge food solutions for product development as well as processing, and much of it is done from their Oakland, Iowa plant. Being a leader in the industry allows OSI Oakland to give back to the communities by sponsoring area high school events, offering special programs for veterans, and other community outreach programs. To learn more, visit osigroup.com and search for the Oakland, Iowa location.
Lenox trying to chip back into this one. They trail 47-36 here, early stages of the fourth quarter on KMAF 99.1 KMA Sports YouTube channel. Trevor Matter with you here tonight. Pride of Iowa Conference action. Lenox led 23-20 at halftime. Bedford mounted a 22-4 third quarter to go up 42-27. Lenox has outscored them 9-5 in this frame to chip it down to 11. But they've still got a little ways to go. And they've got time too. 5 minutes and 43 seconds is an eternity in the beautiful game of basketball. Bedford basketball coming out of the timeout. They bring it across half court with Quentin King. They'll swing it back to Cummings, who then hands it off Weed. Weed, left side, King. Down low, Walston. Walston being defended by Yunker. Jump stop, tough shot, good shot from Silas Walston. Makes it 49-36. Walston now with 6 on the night. Lenox moves quickly the other way. Too quickly. Adams was called for a travel. And Bedford's going to get it back. Owen Lucas will inbound it. Bulldogs 3 in double figures. King with Weed with 15. Then they've got Lucas with 14. Cummings with 11. Walston with 6. King's the only player out there on the floor right now that has not scored yet for Bedford tonight. He finds Lucas there. Lucas kicks it back out. Cummings. Cool. Bounce pass back to Lucas. Lucas being guarded by Reed. Dumps it to King. King goes to the hoop. Goes to Walston. Walston jumper good. Silas Walston, back-to-back buckets for him, has pushed this back up to a 51-36 lead for Bedford. In the paint, Adams to Yunker. Yunker trying to get his first bucket of the night. Doesn't do so there. Bodies all over the place. And they're going to call jump ball. The possession arrow favors Bedford with 4:33 left. Silas Walston had 2 points in the first half. He's got 6 in the second half. This is a Bedford team, last year was really young. Lenox will kind of bring that trap out a little bit. Bedford gets it across with Walston. Walston jump stop, kicks it out. Cummings. I think you're going to see Bedford slow it down a lot. Cummings hard to the hoop, then dumps it off Walston. Long two from him, short. Junker another rebound. And here comes Lenox the other way. Down 15. Adams with it on the right side will hand off Funk. Back to Adams. Has a step. Jumper. Good off the glass. Simpson Adams now with 16. Makes it 51-38. And we got a whistle and a foul on Lenox. It's going to be the 7th. So that's going to put Bedford in the bonus for the remainder of this contest. They've got Asher Weed in the free throw line. Bedford last year had to replace what had been, the year before, a very, very productive senior class. Weed makes the front end. He's now got 16 on the night. And Brennan Seaford, who of course was a standout player. Some really nice complimentary pieces as well. And Cooper Nally and Jordan Perkins. And, last year being a weird year for everybody. Maybe they didn't completely figure themselves out, as that free throw is good from Weed. But, they returned pretty much everybody from that team that played last year. Here's a deep three from England off the iron long. Rebound Lucas. He went up big and tall to get that one. And he'll bring it across with 3.5 to go. King with it on the left side. Hands it off. Weed is a little behind him. Junker will get the steal out of that. Carter Reed will bring it up, being guarded by Cummings. Gets it across half court. Goes to Adams. Adams gets picked up defensively. Fadeaway shot. He's hit a couple of those tonight. He does so again. Samson Adams with a nice fadeaway. 53-40. Reminds me of Ryan Matheny's fadeaway. Here's Cummings. Hard to the hoop. Dumps it off Walston. Hook shot Walston. No good. Follows and draws the foul. So Silas Walston has a chance to be the 4th Bulldog to crack double figures if he can do so by going 2 for 2 at the free throw line here in just a moment. Logan Bucher comes in. That foul, by the way, on Samson Adams. His night comes to a close. He fouls out. What a night he had. Leading Lenox with 18 points. Front end of the 1-on-1 is good from Silas Walston. Make it 54-50. Or 54-40 rather. Next one, no good. Rebound by Gabe Funk. And Lenox down 14 with 3 minutes to go. Coach Curtis Fisher going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds here on KMA FM 99.1 KMA Sports YouTube channel.
At PCSB, we believe in helping our customers and our community grow, and service is how we do it. This is about making banking better. We are here to serve. We have an innovative spirit and a heart for people that moves us to do what's right. Because at the end of the day, we know what matters most. Visit us online at wearepcsb.com. PCSB, we believe in you. Member FDIC.
Bedford inching closer. They lead Lenox 54-40 here with just under 3 minutes left on KMA FM 99.1 KMA Sports YouTube channel. Huge thanks to everybody for listening and watching tonight, wherever you're listening or watching from. Got lots more basketball broadcasts coming your way throughout the 2021-2022 season. Also some wrestling broadcasts on the docket as well. Earlier on tonight, the Lenox girls got to win. The Bedford boys looking to join them in the next 2 minutes and 53 seconds. As they are up 14, Lenox does have the basketball. See if Bedford maybe goes a little bit man defense, and they will. Funk, Reed goes to the hoop. Long two, no good. Lots of contact, and the foul, or a whistle called on Bedford. They're going to say the guilty party on that one might have been Owen Lucas. I didn't completely see the number. And it was, and it's his third. It's the 8th team foul. And Owen Yunker, who's been woeful from the free throw line tonight, misses another one. And he'll try again. The next one from Yunker kind of pushes that one in. They wave it off again. I think they did. They're going to say he was over. That's the second time tonight he's done that. He did that earlier in the game as well. So Owen Yunker has been fantastic rebounding for the Tigers with 13, but from the free throw line, it's 0 for 4, and it's had a couple waved off. Bedford up by 14 with 2:40 left. Booker hard to the hoop, underhand scoop, plays it in. And Logan Booker, he's got his first field goal of the night, makes it 56-40 in favor of Bedford with 2.5 left in this Crown of Iowa Conference battle. And Coach Fisher going to take another timeout. Bedford inching closer to that second win of the year with 2:18 remaining on KMAF 91. They've got 3 in double figures, that being Weed with 17, Lucas with 14, and Tristan Cummings with 11. We're going to take a quick 30-second break here from Bedford, probably our final break of the night. Don't go anywhere.
Many businesses talk about service, but at Rogers Pharmacy, it's not just talk, setting them apart from the big box stores. They're a full-service pharmacy where you can not only fill prescriptions, but they also carry an impressive line of medical equipment to meet all of your needs. So whether you need oxygen, CPAP, BiPAP, lift chairs, or diabetic shoes, Rogers Pharmacy has them all. Let their family serve your family. The full-service, family-owned, independent Rogers Pharmacy, located in Tarkio, Mound City, Maryville, and St. Joe. Visit rogersrx.com.
Well, just over 2 minutes left here in Bedford, and it's 56-40. The Bulldogs leading their Taylor County and Proud of Iowa Conference foe. These two schools, very familiar with one another in football. They play for, I think, might be the best trophy in all of KMA land, the Back 40 Battle. Also, they share a wrestling program, but looks like it's going to be a split here tonight. Here's a long two. Donald Basher banks it in. You see and one opportunity. But it's a long mountain for the Tigers. Down 14 with 2:15 left. They need a lot of things to go right. Logan Booker comes out with his third foul. Looks like Connor Nally going to come back in for Bedford. Free throw no good from Basher. Bedford will bring it up with 2:05 left. Cummings gets a screen from Lucas. Now atop Nally, lob in the lane. Cummings hands it off Nally to the hoop, off the glass, too strong. Walston, putback is no good. He'll go to the line. Silas Walston has cleaned up the boards tonight well. I've got him with 8 rebounds. Owen Lucas with 7. That foul's on Owen Yunker. That's his 5th, so his night is over. And Silas Walston could be the 4th Bulldog to get into double digits tonight if he can knock down one of these 2 free throws. Lenox will bring Brody Brokaw into the game. We'll play out this final minute and 50 seconds. Walston makes the first one. He's got 10 on the night. I think if you're Coach Frank Seifert, this is the type of performance you want. You don't have maybe the one guy that's going to drop 30 like they've been accustomed to, but if 4 guys get you 10 points every night, that's usually a good sign. Walston missed that free throw. Lenox runs it across. England kicks it out. Basher, who drove in, then went to Funk, who lays in a layup and makes it 57-44 with 90 seconds left in this one. Now a steal, and England leaves a shot long. Funk got the rebound. Turnaround hook shot no good. Loose ball on the floor. Lenox still playing hard. England leaves a shot short, though, and Silas Walston comes up with the rebound. We got 1:05 left now. Nally will lob down low. Walston double team. Goes to Cummings. Sees part for Cummings. Leaves the layup too strong. Rebound by Gabe Funk. And Funk races up. Leaves the shot short. Rebound again, Silas Walston. And we're down to 45 seconds to go. Weed will scoop one in. Got by the defense. Asher Weed's got 19 on the night to lead all scores. England threw it a little bit behind Brokaw. Here's a three from Funk, no good. Rebound won by Brokaw. Down under 20 seconds left in this one. Lenox will try to bounce back against Mount Air next week. Here's a floater. England, they call the charge. Walston was there to draw it. England made lots of contact. Maybe a little of a sales pitch there from Silas Walston to get that, but it worked, and Bedford's got the ball back with 12 seconds left. And then a foul by England with 11 ticks remaining in a 15-point game, and I think Coach Curtis Fisher just told him, hey, we don't need to foul. It's a third on England. It's going to put Owen Lucas at the line. He's got 14 on the night. Lucas can't make it 15 on that one. So Bedford going to move to 2-0 on the year. Gets that one and makes it 15 for Lucas. And it's 60-44. We play out the final 10 seconds. Shot is blocked by Walston, rebounded by Lucas, and that's how this one will end. A big third quarter for the Bulldogs, a lot of balance, and a 60-44 victory over their Proud of Iowa Conference rival here tonight. They had 4 in double figures. Asher Weed led the way with 19. Owen Lucas, 15. Tristan Cummings with 11. Silas Walston with 10. Lenox, meanwhile, was led in the defeat. Samson Adams, 18 points, found out though early in the fourth quarter. Carter Reed dropped 13 in the loss, hauled in 5 rebounds as well. Lenox falls to 1-1 on the year. They'll turn around. They get Mount Air coming up on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Bedford, they're going to turn around, and according to what I saw, their next trek comes next week. Actually, next Wednesday. They're going to venture next Thursday. They're going to venture to North Nottoway. But Bedford gets the win tonight, 60-44. Full rundown will be available online later on tonight at KMAland.com. Fun times here tonight. Lenox girls, Bedford boys got the wins. You've been listening to high school basketball on KMA FM 99.1 on the KMA Sports YouTube channel. Huge thanks to everybody for listening here tonight. Also, huge thanks to my nephew, Dallin Money, for helping us run the camera operations here tonight. Saying so long from Bedford for KMA Sports, I'm Trevor Mader. Thanks for listening, and have a great weekend.